Hello everybody, welcome back to the stream. Hope we're all doing well and having a wonderful, beautiful day today. I'm going to be villager hunting, but I do want to discuss a few things just for a couple of minutes before we really get started. First and foremost, how's the volume? Let me know. I feel like it might still be a little bit loud, so if it is, let me know so I can turn that down. And let me say hello Megs, hello Saturn, hello Zuli, welcome in, hope you're all doing good. If anybody was wondering, it was Hugh that left the island. He left the island, or was supposed to leave the island a while ago. I don't know how he's still here, but miraculously he was. And we're gonna go ahead and hunt for, ideally I wanna get Anacotti or Henry, either one of them, but I will take anybody on my list. So if I see somebody else before either of them, I will take that villager. I just need to time travel really fast, that way his plot is empty, because right now is his last day on the island, so I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that really quickly, and I do have plenty of Nook Miles tickets, so we're just gonna go ahead and save and time travel really quickly. Volume's good, all right, cool. If you change your mind at some point though, let me know. The other thing I wanted to discuss was it's been very overcast here today, like where I am specifically. It's been very cloudy and apparently we're supposed to get rain. However, I looked into it several times periodically and I really don't think it'll disrupt the stream at all. But on the off chance for some reason it does or mess with the connection or anything of that sort, you know why. I highly doubt it though. Like you may hear a little bit of rain, but that's a big if. And then the other thing was I did go ahead and work on the settings for the chat box again, so hopefully it's a little bit better now. The main issue is that randomly a bunch of the messages will like rapid fire show up at the same time, so it makes it look like it's all being rushed onto the screen, which is a little weird. I don't know why it does that, but I've adjusted it again, so hopefully it's a bit better today. I think that's about everything. Again, hopefully gonna find Acnhhardmode or Henry, but I'll take anybody else on my list that's still needed. Yeah, I mean, I think that's just about everything. Here. Speaking of my island though, I feel like whenever we do these kinds of streams, I should probably do these commands. So those are all the oops, I meant to make it plural. I said, this is Nightshade Villager. I meant to make that plural, like, no. I love being all over the place. Let me just fix my own pinned message. Y'all didn't see that. If you saw it, no you didn't. That was an accident. I was trying to do the command that pulled up the list of my villagers. I love being all over the place. There, that's what I meant to do. Here, and I don't want the chat to be all clogged, so I'm just gonna go ahead and remove both of those. There we go. And then technically there's a command also for explaining the island theme, but like I feel like I'm clogging my own chat just a little bit at this point, so I'm gonna wait a moment. Unless somebody else wants to do the command. It's literally just Poison Island, pretty sure. Okay, I'm back. Welcome back, Megs. Oh yeah, didn't you say that you were feeding the dogs? And since we're here, by the way, for my little disclaimer, I'm just gonna go over it again like one more time, just super fast. The weather's been kind of cloudy here, and the app's been telling me all day we're supposed to get some rain. I highly doubt it'll interrupt the stream whatsoever, but for some reason, if it does seem kind of faulty connection-wise, then you know why. See, I don't know why the chat box is like, I'm trying to fix it, I swear. Hello, BK, welcome in, 7 minutes late. Hello, welcome. Okay, there you go, okay. And then just making sure before I go off on the hunt. Okay, yeah, plot's open. I just need to get my vaulting pole, which I think I put in storage for some reason, so I'm just gonna grab that really fast before we go on the hunt. How's everybody staying in though? Hope you all had a good day. I've had a really productive day. I did a ton of cleaning and organizing. I woke up kind of early, we made breakfast. Like it's been a very productive day. There we go, yep. I never take the ladder with me on hunts. I swear it makes it unnecessarily time consuming. Because if you don't bring the ladder with you to the mystery islands, then you don't get ones with cliffs. Also, hey, I don't know what my hair is doing, but hold on. I don't know why it's like that. It's like extra curled on the top, which isn't bad, but it's making it look like it has like these little bumps everywhere. I swear my hair is not tangled, it's just wavy. And it makes it look like there's little bumps everywhere. I think that's a bit better, hopefully. There we go. Could you imagine if the first island I get to is somebody on my list? I've been okay since my stomach was hurting. I think because you're hungry? What kind of sandwich? Anyways, how's the stream going? I've just been scripting something. Stream's good. I've just barely started. I've only been live for a short while, but it's been going good. I'm just like self-aware looking at my hair in the face cam. I washed my hair again last night. It was like extra curly again, and it's making it look like these little bumps all over my head. Hope your sandwich good. PB&J, a classic. I agree. I'm looking at sandwich hater. Why? Do you just like hate every sandwich, or is it just like not really something that you typically like to have for lunch? First villager is Sprocket. Not who we want to see, but okay. Hello, Sidef, welcome in. I finally got the gas mask, by the way, courteous to Megs who found it and sent me one. Oranges are good though. Both as native fruit and in real life. The other thing is, I don't like the stringy part of an orange. The fruit itself tastes wonderful. I love citrus. But the stringy part is disgusting. Hello, David, welcome in. I don't know, I don't like them, but I like bagels and stuff. I mean, to each their own. Food question, if you guys like peanut butter, do you like crunchy or no? I feel like a lot of people don't like crunchy peanut butter. I think it's good. I'm eating my dinner and watching you. Oh, wait, what are you having for dinner? Not me being nosy, but like, I'm just curious. I went to Treasure Island and got kicked off like twice because someone crashed it. Is that when you got the gas mask, or was it just like for something that you needed? Okay. I'm gonna look in the Streamlabs so I can see it because this camera is slightly delayed on the stream. Okay, does that? I'm trying to fix this one piece of hair over here. This one's the main offender at the moment. It keeps like poking out and I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, is this? Literally, I swear this one little piece over here is not wanting to work with me. I don't know why it's being like that. We're all talking about food, loving it because... Wait, what? I don't know what kind of chicken that is, but I do like chicken, so I'd probably like it. BRB the dog found out. No worries, take your time. It's all good. Wait, who's that in the back? I think that's Nox. I think that's his name? Maybe? I'm kind of thinking about it, and now I'm worried there's not much I can do to adjust the speed of the chat box, because I swear, I've adjusted it so many times now to make it a bit slow or whatever. It does that rapid fire thing that I was talking about, and nothing seems to really be fixing it. Now I feel like, is it just stuck that way? Is that just how it's gonna be? Oh, and I do have water with me. It's just not on the desk. It's down there in the really big bottle. Hello, Rich. Welcome in. Oh, wait, which angel number? I'm super into that kind of stuff. For some reason, I feel like of all angel numbers, I feel like I see 444 the most. All of them are very cool in general to learn about, but I feel like I see 444 the most often. Didn't I have meringue on this island at one point, or was that? No, that was Starfall, okay. 1616. Oh wait, what does that one mean? I don't know the meaning of that one. The other thing I was talking about with Teeth Lexi, it's happening to me right now. Ew. I'm sorry. That's an icky feeling. It's like new relationships beginning, bonds, and independence. Well, that's good. That sounds positive. Hello, Kira. Welcome in. Angel number, I'm not online on Animal Crossing. And we were talking about angel numbers because BK saw one. I feel like it probably does not look that bad to you guys at all, but I'm super self-aware of what my hair is doing. Like, it's not behaving. So it's just one of those hair days where it doesn't necessarily look bad, but your hair isn't cooperating with you either. So that's lovely. Let's get my Nintendo really quick. Oh wait, what game are you gonna play? Kieran, angel number is like a number, yeah, like 777 or like what, 1616. There's a lot of numbers that can be considered angel numbers. Like, it's not just one where it's like, oh, 777 or 111. Like, it's not just the exact same number. It can be stuff where it's like 1010 or 1616. Does that make sense? My own name is Angel, so it got me confused for it. No, you're good. It's okay. For a second, I thought that was Charlize, and I was like, hold on. Don't I have Charlize already? I was really confused. Yeah, and they have spiritual meanings. I also feel like another thing worth mentioning about them is I feel like those specific meanings, like, while I feel like they are fairly set in stone, they can also be interpreted a little bit differently depending on the person and, like, their individual belief systems. Also, there's a gift on Pokemon Home right now where you can get the starters from the newest game. So how does the whole Pokemon Home thing work? I really haven't looked into it. If y'all want to, you can. My island is still a work in progress. How do you get those? You transfer a Pokemon, right? And figuring that out. What about your island, Kiara? Oh, we should have spaghetti to make for lunch? I love spaghetti! Can you send me some in a letter or like a package or something? Here, oh, visiting the, oh, okay, got it. I'm sorry, I think I missed something. I missed a message somewhere, or I just missed a certain sentence or something. You can transfer Pokemon between other games. What games are compatible for it, or is it just all of them? Best I can do is a picture. Well, you gotta send me some in an envelope. Speaking of that word, do you guys say envelope or envelope? Which one? Actually, I feel like that'd be a fun poll idea. Hold on. I'm gonna make that a poll. I'm just curious, how do you guys pronounce it? You can say envelope or envelope. I say like a mixture anyways, makes another bad joke, but I feel like I missed the other messages. I'm so lost. I'm sorry. If you want to resend the other one, because I didn't see it, you can. I say envelope. I say envelope. I'm just like deliberately saying envelope so that way like you know what pronunciation I'm referring to. I kind of want to try something. You know how I've been talking about periodically how I'm trying to fix up the settings for the chat box thing on the screen, right? Well, one of the things that I've tried doing to fix it has been making there a bit of a delay, so that way, like, in my head, I think, like, oh, like, that'll, like, delay the messages that show up. So that way, like, it's not as fast, right? Well, what if that means that it's delaying a bunch of messages at once and then they all appear at the same time and that's why it's rapid fire? Like, what if me doing that is making it worse? I could easily just turn it back down all the way and see what happens and see if that fixes it. Kira, I'm so sorry. I almost timed you out. Accidents happen. You actually falling for it? Get it? Because of the gravity? No, you're good. I love cheesy jokes like that. No, it's okay. I'm sure if you actually did end up timing out Kira, I'm sure Kira would understand. Thank you for the spaghetti, Rich. I love spaghetti. It makes me sad though. I wish we could have it for dinner more often, but my mom doesn't like spaghetti. Oh yeah, you might be behind on stream. Be sure that you're on the live, like the present part of the stream. It's pretty busy, so I understand completely. Sometimes it's just because whenever you click on somebody's name to perform a mod action of some sort, all the list of options are like so close to each other that especially if you're on mobile or like doing it on a tablet, it can be really easy to accidentally click the wrong button. So yeah. Thank you for being understanding though, I appreciate it. Appreciate that a lot. Okay, I want to try that thing with the chat box I was talking about. I want to turn down that delay thing I was talking about and see if I feel like that helps. Okay. I lowered it some. I want to see if it helps now. I try to be. Well, we appreciate that here. Thank you so much. I think that's Sparrow. I think that's his name. Watch me end up being like super opposite or super wrong, and that's not his name whatsoever. I feel like I wouldn't be surprised. Yesterday, my anxiety was so high for like no reason. I was on the verge of panicking, didn't have anything bad going on. I love mental illness. It be like that. It really do be like that. Hello, Sam. Welcome in. Also, why is the song so quiet? Hello? Oh, it's because it was towards the end of it. It's one of those that like gets kind of silent for a little bit at the end. Well, let's go ahead and skip to the next one then, so that way, wait, oh, never mind, it started, okay. You should hear it again in a second. That last song had a couple of seconds of silence at the end. Which villager are you hunting for? Ideally, I'd like to see Anacati or Henry, but I'll take anybody that I see on my list. There we go. It's a soft piano song though, so if you guys feel like that's too soft, like too quiet, I can skip to a different song. Just let me know, please. No, you are online part? Okay. It reminds me of that meme from Elf. I love mental illness. Mental illness is fun. But like said super sarcastically, of course, because it's not a fun time. Hello, Sophia. Welcome in. How are you? I'm good. How are you? I've had a nice day today. I hope everybody else did too. I woke up, and not like super early, but I woke up earlier than normal. I'm trying to develop a habit of waking up at like 8 my time. So I got up at 8, we made some breakfast. I did a lot of cleaning and organizing today. And now I'm here. I was reading When I Missed You, Miss Me Saturn. Welcome, Sam. Fun fact, I've been playing piano for 2 to 4 years and I still kind of suck at it. I'm sure if I continue practicing, it'll get better and easier. I know it's incredibly cheesy to respond with this, but practice will make it easier. I don't want to say practice makes perfect, just because I feel like it's really hard to like consider something perfection. Hello, Ben, welcome in. So I was with you whenever I'm not talking to you. I'm missing you. I play piano, I taught myself. I can't play piano, but I can kind of sort of crochet now. I've continued to practice and it's starting to get a lot easier. Remember when Ben noticed me and said my name? Everybody's saying hi to him. I don't know if, did you just pop in, Ben, and say hi once? I don't know if he's still lurking. There you go. Ben and my celebrity crush. Oh, for the tone indicators, does the slash and then the P mean playful? Because I don't remember what that one means. I love all the chat we have going on right now. Maybe I still make some mistakes on flute, and I played flute since 2015. I don't play any instruments. I wish that I did, but I don't. Ben can play instruments though. I mean, technically at one point I played handbells, but I've forgotten remotely anything that I learned. Oh, it means platonic. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Hello, Sebastian. Welcome in. Ew, is that Cranston? Ew, okay. Ben is my favorite silly little goose. He is a silly little goose, but it's okay. I'll play ukulele and guitar. I don't play anything. Real legitimate groups say, what? Mr. Bean is your favorite silly little goose, Saturn? Are you calling him Mr. Bean? Actually, I have a celebrity crush. Who is it? What are you saying, Saturn? Mr. Bean is his name, what do you mean? It's like, let's go without the T pronunciation. Gotcha. I mean Bean, I mean Ben! Bean, Ben, same thing, right? Also, Ben, I don't know how well you guys can see it on your end watching the stream. You know how I redid my hair last night? Well, as much as it looks really pretty and wavy IRL, it's not wanting to behave right now on the stream, so my hair's got little bumps in it. But you know what? It's a look. I tried to make it cooperate, it's not working, so we're just working with what we have. We heard of the YouTube channel. No, I've never heard of that channel. I tried saying bean, but I said bean? I really can't. It's the fact that you keep trying and now it's like changing it to bean. Been there, seen it, loved it. Now they kind of blew out a little bit. What? Also, what villager is here? I don't see the villager anywhere. Hello? Hello? Where are they? Hold on, I don't see them. Where's the villager? What is going on? Hello? Oh, I guess they're behind a tree. I was confused. Lurk, I'm filling the dog's water fountain. No worries, enjoy your lurk. I have a question on the Inquisitor Master. Is that how you say that? Oh, it's a reply to Kira. Okay, got it. There's that to me, but I've not. I have an idea, by the way, about the chat box. I feel like it's, I don't know. What if I turned on slow mode? Now, if I did that, you guys, it's not going to be like a long slow mode. Like, it's going to barely be there. I feel like that might help it. I'm willing to try anything at this point, because I can't just leave that little box on the screen empty. It's going to look funny. And also very uneven. So we've got to try something. You're sleepy? If you need to lurk, that's okay. Sorry, I might have spelled it wrong. You're good, it's okay. Oh, Ben, if you're still here, can you turn the temperature down in the house just a little bit? It's really hot in here. Please and thank you. My spaghetti is ready. Go eat your food, it's okay. Are we playing Stardew later? Can I have one noodle, Saturn? I want a noodle too, but Saturn said they would only send me a picture. They wouldn't mail me spaghetti, so now I'm sad. I'm kidding. My Nintendo should be trying to find out, wait, was that a Kirby noise in the music? Yeah. I'm pretty sure it is. I will mail you half of my noodle. Yes, here you too. Thank you. Smart choice. Rather have fresh spaghetti, but I want the noodle in the mail. I don't want the noodle through the picture because you can't eat it that way. It's okay if it's got a little mold. Just add some flavor. Print the photo and eat it. Don't actually. Yeah, please don't actually do that, you guys. Sorry to pause mid-stream like this. I think somebody just got home, so just real quick, I'm trying to see who it is. Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry. I'm almost done. Okay, sorry about that. It's me, I'm home. No, it's my mom that's home. I was just trying to see who got here because I didn't know. Oftentimes I'll hear whenever somebody comes in, but I don't know who it is. My spaghetti even fresh. It was in my freezer. Well, if you heat it up, it counts as being fresh. Here's Sophia. It was me and Saturn, Lexi, we came to give you Wingstop. Thank you, I love Wingstop. Sometimes it doesn't always love me back though, and it like obliterates my insides, if you get what I mean. Not gonna go any more specific, but if you know, you know. So I am home, but I'm your mom, Lexi. Do you guys remember forever ago on this channel? Like, this is like a very old joke that we had, but we always would say that I had a really tiny purse at the time. Now I don't use that purse anymore, but it's teeny tiny. And I would always joke that I was gonna put you guys in my purse and we were gonna go to Costco together and have a meetup. And we were gonna have pizza at Costco together, and that was gonna be the meet and greet. Do you guys remember that? Ellie's adorable. But I think there's an old clip of Ellie on Happy Home Paradise on my channel in one of the stream highlights videos, and it was really funny. I'm gonna right here. Please open the door. Open the door. I saw that video of the person who was like, it's like a Ring doorbell footage at somebody's house. Okay, so what this is, it's like Ring doorbell footage. Somebody was coming up to the house and they couldn't get in because it was locked. I don't even think it was their house. And they were begging for them to open the door, but they kept saying it like, open the door. Open the door. That's what they would say instead. And it was just really funny. That exact video is how I feel in Stardew Valley trying to get into Pierre's store whenever he just won't open it up because it's a Wednesday. I mean, black pepper flavored chips or like spicy pepper flavored chips. By the way, thank you for the 10 likes. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I just realized something. So, the villager rocket that we just saw, right? That villager right there. The villager rocket slightly, ever so slightly, reminds me of the drag queen Trixie Mattel. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Like, they have a slightly similar vibe. And I love it. I'm recording that. You should. Clip it and put it in the Stream Clips channel. Instead of playing Pirate, I need a break. Take a break. Take a break to eat your spaghetti and play Animal Crossing instead. Truth, Lexi. Wait, what is? Oh, you mean the Stardew Valley thing. Watch me, like, totally think that's right, and then they're like, no, that's not what I was talking about. Oh, I forgot to end the poll. Oops, there we go. And it looks like most of you say envelope, as you should. I think that's Buck, I think. Who should I marry in my solo Stardew playthrough? Who all have you not romanced yet? Because I feel like it should be somebody that you've never tried romancing before. I randomly found a paperclip in my pockets. Hello, Breadbird, welcome to the stream. And that reminds me, have you guys seen those videos where people will be like, I'm gonna try trading a paperclip up to this really cool, big, or expensive thing? People will take something like a paperclip and they'll go around and trade it with people so that they're like, hey, can I trade this paperclip for a piece of gum that you have? So then you trade it, and then you keep trading random items until you can work your way up to bigger and more expensive things. People do that. I feel like that'd be pretty hard to actually get something useful out of it, but it's been done before. I've been used to buy a new car. Hello, Autumn, welcome in. My first time, oh, you never romanced anyone, okay. Aside from the obvious answer you probably could have expected because I love Abigail, like I'll always recommend her no matter what, but aside from Abigail being a super popular choice, like excluding her, I'd say that you should give Haley or Emily a try. Haley I really like, and I feel like she needs more love. A lot of people don't want to romance her. She seems like kind of bitter at first, but just give her a chance for a little bit. I swear she warms up to you, and it's worth it. I love her. I'm thinking Haley because I'm so gay for her. Same brain, same wavelength. I think that's a sign that you should try and romance Haley. Fuchsia's so pretty. Haley needs more love. I agree, she does. I mean, on one hand, I understand the fact that sometimes people might not want to romance her because of that initial bitterness, but I swear she gets to be so much sweeter if you just give her a chance. I have those hearts with her right now. I would just go for it then. You can technically break up with the characters that you romance. You could always do that. Oh, by the way, I forgot. I think I missed a message. Did I miss one? I'm trying to be really good about the chat today. Instead of said to me, envelope sounds posh. It does kind of sound posh. I love that she loves photography. I still want to try romancing Emily at some point just because I haven't. And I should. And Megs has been telling you that there's a cutscene with Emily. That's something about crystals, I think. It's kind of, sort of. And I love crystals, so maybe I'd like that. I'm eating a popsicle. Can y'all guess what flavor? I'm going to say cherry. I feel like it's something like red or orange. It's maybe like a cherry or strawberry situation. And speaking of blue raspberry breadbird, I was thinking about this the other day. Blue raspberries don't actually exist, so how are things flavored after a blue raspberry? Like, I feel like at that point it's just normal raspberry flavored and then they dye whatever the thing is blue. So that way it's blue raspberry. Because blue raspberries don't exist. So how do they know what a blue raspberry tastes like? I'm really feeling left out because Mia plays Harvest Moon Sword Seasons, doesn't play Stardew Valley. It's okay. Even though Stardew Valley is popular, it does not mean that you have to like it or play it. It's okay. Just because it's popular doesn't mean that you have to like it or play it at all. How much do you need for a house again, and how much do you have to pay off your debt to him? You mean in Animal Crossing, right? You both are wrong. Blue raspberry is the best flavor of slushy. Speaking of slushies, fun fact, even though I am at the crisp age of 22, I've never had a Slurpee or a slushie from 7-Eleven. Never. Lime, no. So what flavor is it? You gotta tell us. You can't just keep us guessing. Blue raspberries are made of blue raspberries that come on false advertising. Right, like I'm pretty sure it's just normal raspberry flavor with probably some extra sugar and then blue food dye. Tom, like I have a problem with not being specific. You're fine. Okay, I just get confused very easily. I don't know how much I have left to pay for my house. Frankly, I just get it upgraded enough where I can decorate as much as I'd like to. Usually just having all the rooms unlocked, and then I never fully pay off the last payment, which is somewhere well over $1 million bells. Oh, you made a Powerade popsicle. So did you just freeze some Powerade? I got an idea, guys. Let's all contribute money so that Lexi can get reverse Slurpee. No, you do not need to do that. Slurpees are not a life necessity. It is okay. But thank you. I appreciate the sentiment. So our production is going good, but yeah, we got Ginger Island unlocked a while ago, and I have the little farm on Ginger Island unlocked, so we're just kind of on that farm trying to get a bunch of those golden walnuts. Because the golden walnuts are essentially a currency on Ginger Island, and they're needed for most things. I gotta go all the way downstairs to get my Switch. No worries, take your time. It's all good. Oops, that was probably kind of loud, I'm sorry. Me and Sophia are going to be lurking because we're playing Stardew. No worries. Also, hey, by the way, speaking of that, I know y'all made the mod farm a bit ago and I keep forgetting to play. I'm so sorry. Whether it gets streamed or not, I definitely want to play with you guys. Secondly, the thing that I wanted to ask was, did you guys make the farm on PC or Switch? Yes, I did. It's on Switch, and Megs looked it up and said cross-platform is okay. All right, cool. I just was thinking that realistically, whenever we play it, it might be easier to do like a Discord call together. So with that being said, I feel like it might help if I do it on PC because then I can have Discord on the other tab and we can talk that way. I'm going to start on the farm so you're not behind. Wait, so what have you guys been doing then? I know that you made it a little bit ago. Quite literally waiting on you? I'm sorry. Okay, I'm back. I missed that whole conversation. You're good. It's okay. We were just talking a little bit about the mod farm, and I was saying that I would like to play it on PC preferably, so that way it's easier on me to do the Discord call with you guys. Remember the farm without me? No. If y'all do want to play without me at some point, I promise it's okay. Like, I'm not going to be offended or anything. It's okay. I promise. If you guys ever hate when you have to walk to a whole other room to get this thing, then you gotta go all the way back and your legs hurt. I only hate that in certain circumstances like today. So earlier I was being very productive, but to get all the things I was trying to get done, it was a lot of pacing back and forth in the house, just walking in various areas. And I didn't realize how much my feet had hurt until I finally sat down and relaxed. Because when I finally got up, it was painful to get up and walk around and do anything. Have you ever had that feeling like you're just having a really productive cleaning day, and because of all the walking you're doing, you don't realize how much your feet and your legs hurt until you sit down and relax and you have to get back up again? Since I'm a giveaway, they're doing like a Slurpee giveaway in July. Is that what you're saying? Really rich, good to know. Do you work tonight, Lexi? No, I do not. From going to 7-Eleven on July 11th. I'm not gonna remember by then. Yes, and it's very bad. It's so uncomfortable. guys want to hear a wholesome story? I would love to hear a wholesome story. Speaking of the word wholesome though, if you don't mind me interjecting, because that reminded me of something. You guys, Saturday's stream, I am so excited for it. So Wholesome Games is doing a direct on Saturday where they're showcasing a lot of cozy, wholesome indie games, and I'm so excited for it. Number one, I'm doing a reaction stream to it. Number two, depending on what gets showcased, I might end up making a video or two about some of the stuff that gets showcased. Last thing about it though, it starts at 11 a.m. in my time zone. However, I didn't think that through whenever I set up the stream schedule. I put that the live starts at 11 a.m. when I should have put something like 10:45 or 10:50 so I have time to get ready and chat with you guys for a bit first. So Saturday's stream will probably start roughly like 10 or 15 minutes early, but I feel like since that's just like a teeny tiny little change, I don't feel like it's worth putting in the community tab or in the server. I mean, maybe I might put it in the server, I don't know. But yeah, Saturday's stream will probably start like 10 or 15 minutes early. I'm sorry for interjecting when you were about to tell me a story, but that reminded me of something that I wanted to mention, so I'm sorry. Play the farm tonight? Okay, go ahead, Saturn. We should play the farm. We should. Okay, so context. I am white and I speak Spanish fluently with a genuine accent. Accent comes from me learning from native speakers in early childhood. A lot of Hispanic men come into... Okay, gotcha. I cut it off like that because I realized that you weren't done typing. By the way, what is your least favorite villager houses? I don't really think I have a least favorite villager house, to be honest. Like, are you busy tonight, or can you play Mod Squad Farm today? I would love to. I've been meaning to. I really have, but I'll either forget or be busy. And I really don't mean to be as forgetful as I am. But I don't think we're doing anything tonight, so I should be able to play. I work at a gas station to get drinks and lunch because they work construction. I'm the only person who can understand them, and I've really gotten to know them well, and they're really sweet to me. At first come, first serve, they run out of cups, they stop giving them away. Can you reuse those cups? Like, are they reusable type cups, or is it like a foam cup that you have to throw away? So I don't think styrofoam can be recycled. I'm free after stream. I should be too, as far as I know. Last Sunday they came in and they brought me flowers, letters from each of them in Spanish telling me how much it means to them, and I've been so kind to them and so patient with them. That is wholesome. Thank you for bringing in such lovely energy. And also thank you for helping them, being kind and patient. Unfortunately, a lot of time people aren't always very kind or patient with individuals that don't speak very much English, or if they speak English at all. And it's really unfortunate how rude and impatient people can be. So thank you for spreading that good energy. Wait a second. That's Murphy! You guys, okay, so this is not Anacotti or Henry, who I was originally looking for, but Murphy? The 10 out of 10 wholesome. Absolutely it is. You see we charge less for refills. Just tonight, what time should we play the farm? That I don't know. Least favorite icy flavor? I don't have an answer for that either. While we're talking about villagers though, I will take him. But reminder, here is the list of villagers that I need. There we go. I have the flowers beside my bed, and I'm gonna frame the letter because I like 100% cried. I feel because I was so honored. The fact they went out of their way to do that though shows that they genuinely do really appreciate it. Oh, they're plastic cups, okay. Then it should be fine to refill, but I feel like if you rinse it out after like you finish your drink, I feel like that's fine. Because if you leave a little bit of residue in there, I feel like that could get gross. He's cute. Murphy is really cute. I feel like low-key, he's kind of underrated. Native speakers are always surprised when they hear me speak Spanish with a good accent because I do not look Hispanic at all. I'm blonde and green-eyed. Well, I bet you it's nice on their end to be able to have somebody that they can easily communicate with. Like, I feel like that's gotta be nice. Or like, he needs to go to the doctor? What do you mean? Murphy's adorable. Oh, by the way, so starting from this point, we're gonna go back to the island and save to make sure that he is fully loaded in. Save, and then once he's here, we're gonna start working on kicking somebody else out and then continue villager hunting as soon as possible. What personality is he? I don't remember. Saturn, are you online? He's so cute and extremely underrated. I think so too. I agree with you. Let me just saying Saturn twice, bye. Our LB after stream ends, we can play then. I'll probably like get up for a little bit just because usually I want to stretch my legs after I've been sitting down for a long time. But I don't think I'm doing anything after the stream, so we could. He's a cranky. I'm sorry if it's off topic. I was doing something, but I dropped a lot of things I don't like, and I just recently thought about selling them. What do you mean you drop a lot of things that you don't like? I'm just making sure, by the way, that his name is on the housing plot. Just gonna double check. I always have to double check everything with Builder Hunt stuff because I refuse to have another Agnes and Faith situation like that one time. If you know, you know. From last summer. Just making sure. All right, we're good. So we're gonna save time travel and try to kick someone else out. Don't be Saturn. Yes, DMV to remind me. Honestly, may as well just ping all of us and a message in the group chat. I'll check to make sure a builder's on the plot. I do too. I mean, I did before, but I wouldn't do it every single time, and now I feel like I have to do it every single time. That, and then whenever a builder says they're going to leave, like before they're fully gone, I have to go one day at a time, never a few days at a time. So I've done that, and then somebody autofilled against what I wanted. So now I have to do it day by day to make sure that doesn't happen again. Like, I just get super paranoid about it. Sometimes autofills can be pretty good, like you can get a good villager, but I feel like I've had some rather unfortunate luck with it. So now I have to be super, super cautious. What about the stream, Rich? Animal Crossing, once again, I'm sorry. I dropped stuff around the map and just... I keep thinking you mean in real life. I was like, huh? What? Be sure that you like the stream, by the way. I would really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Liking the stream is free and it's super helpful. I appreciate it a lot. Oh, look, streaming self-care. Yeah, streaming self-care is very important. Usually whenever I end a stream, first thing I do is like I'll go through and like make sure all the settings are good with everything. Then once I like physically get up all the way, I'll usually go to the bathroom if I need to, stretch, go see what Ben and the pets are doing, maybe go outside and get some fresh air, stretch my legs for a little bit. And then if I did want or need to do something else on the computer, that's when I would start doing that. Hold on a second. I found shitty autofills. Elise, cough, cough. I did get some really great autofills. Roscoe is adorable. Elise, isn't Elise a monkey? Or did I make that up? Subathons intimidate me. I still remember doing my 8-hour subathon. I am so shocked that I made it for 8 hours. I say that because a lot of times for me, whenever I get to about the 3-hour mark for a stream, I can definitely go longer if I want to, and I've done that several times. Usually when it gets about the 3-hour mark is when I start to be like, okay, probably gotta go soon. Oh, hello, Charlize. Once I saw Maple and I talked to her once and then left. The next day Naomi shows up. I love Naomi. Hi, Lexi. Hello, Sophia. Welcome to the stream. There's 2 Sophias now. I get intimidated when there's a lot of people at streams. It can be intimidating, but thankfully we're in a community where everybody's generally very kind and accepting of one another. Making sure, okay. I think what I want to do, since I'm a little bit ahead, and Charlize just gave me a reaction, I think I'm going to save and then fix the date. I say that because usually whenever they give you reactions, you're not going to get a thought bubble until you fix the date again. At least in my experience, that tends to be how it goes. So I'm going to adjust the date. And then we're just gonna start doing whatever time traveling we gotta do to kick somebody out. Hey, other Sophia. Oh, you mean the lips on Elise, right? I don't remember what she looks like. Hold on, I'm gonna look her up. Hello, Cody, welcome in. I love her too. She did my island theme. Speaking of that, what's your current island theme, Breadbird? Oh yeah, I don't like Elise either. I don't. That sounds so mean without context. I promise I'm talking about an Animal Crossing villager and not a person. That would be so mean. Just talk about a person like that? I was trying to fix my hair again. It just really has not been wanting to cooperate today. You take that back about Naomi. I love Naomi. I I used to not like her, but she's grown on me a lot. Ooh, okay, not to be changing the subject. Did I fix the date? I got distracted. I don't think I actually did it. Hold on. Oopsies. But I did just have a really fun idea for a poll though. I need to keep that in my head so don't forget that because that's going to be such a fun little idea to have. Okay. Fix it, but then push the hour back a little bit. Probably like, that doesn't count as fixing it. I feel like it does. I just wanted to push back the actual time a little bit because I've noticed whenever I kick out villagers, it's a lot harder if it's past about 2 o'clock. Their lips though, they're adorable. I'm trying to do a spring core kind of thing. Ooh, what filters do you want or that you have? I have such a fun poll idea. This is gonna be so good. Almost done. There we go. There we go. So my question for you guys is, which Animal Crossing NPC do you think is the most likely to forget to take their clothes out of the washer? Which I am personally very guilty of. I want Vivian on. Ooh, Vivian's adorable. She's so beautiful. Vivian needs more love. Also, I love that name. And thank you for the hydration reminder. I don't think I've actually hydrated yet. I have coffee, which dehydrates you. But I do have normal water. I just haven't really drank any yet. There we go. Look at the autofill method though is crap. Most of the time, my autofill luck is pretty bad. I mean, sometimes I get lucky, but a lot of the time, I don't. Right now, I want to get Sasha. The way that for like half a second, I was like, oh, Sasha. And then I was like, wait, of course I know who Sasha is. I'm not crazy, right? Like, y'all do that too, like, for, like, a split moment, you'll be like, who is that? And be like, oh, yeah, I know that villager. And it's funny, because I feel like Sasha's a fairly well-loved and popular villager. And just a little update, here's the villagers that I have. We have a good amount of the ones that we need, so currently I will be content with Teddy, Shep, Alice, and Mint leaving. I'm okay with any of them leaving. Oh, it was Sasha again. I can't be the only one that has moments like that with the builders. To be fair, there are a lot of them. Like, I think there's like well over 400 different villagers. I don't even think that's including the ones that have been removed from games. Is anybody over here with a thought bubble? Yeah, I'm okay with Teddy leaving. He's not one of the villagers on my list. Okay, there's no thought bubble, so let's see, what day is it? Okay, I made it on the 5th. No, we're not gonna save. Okay, I'm gonna close out, and then I'm gonna go forward like a week and see if we can get a thought bubble. There we go. So far, I want to see. Let's update the poll. So far, Tom Nook and Isabel are actually tied for being most likely to forget to take their clothes out of the washer. I feel like, to be honest, if I could vote on my own poll, I feel like I'd say either Isabel or Blathers. I could see either one of them doing it. Particularly Isabel, because remember all those morning announcements, she'd always be like, I've lost my sock, or I found my missing sock. It was always something about socks. It was always the socks. When someone was talking about Mira and I was like, wait, who's that? She was my first villager on my first island? No, it's same. She was one of my very first villagers I ever had in New Horizons. wondering what I was just doing, I had one of those little moments where I randomly realized there's a hair in my mouth, and that was disgusting. Oh, we do fun polls like that throughout the rest of the stream. I feel like that's fun. Lav and Celeste are also both tied, so Tom Nook and Isabel both have first place, I guess, with the amount of votes, even though it's not necessarily a positive thing. And then Lav and Celeste are in second. Fun fact, if you change the island theme to Amy's song in Smash Bros, Isabel will react to it. My song right now for my island is actually Toxic by Britney Spears. What is there saying at the campsite? You guys want to see who it is? Should we go see? I think we should. We might not see as many villagers out because it's raining, but we'll try. You think we should? Okay. I want to look for a thought bubble first for a little bit. Okay, we'll go look together. Just give me a moment so I can go look for a thought bubble. I don't know why I have this massive patch of roses here. I still have some windflowers that I need to get rid of too. Not seeing anybody so far, but it's okay. Is there anybody over here hanging out? Anybody? Okay, so I'm not seeing one, so we're gonna go ahead and just go see the campsite builder really quickly, because now I'm curious. I gotta know. I gotta see who it is. How are you doing, Lucy? I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. How are you? So we're gonna go see. I'm kind of scared. But we're gonna go see together. We're gonna have this moment together. I feel like it's gonna be somebody bad for some reason, or like something that I don't like. I'm scared. Not that bad, actually. That's Kitty, and it's funny because she's a cat villager, but they named her Kitty. What if it's like Anacotti? I need Anacotti on my island, so I wouldn't necessarily be mad about it. That was my ankle popping, by the way, if you heard that. I'm gonna go forward another week, and hopefully that'll do something. At the most, I'm willing to go all the way until the end of July, but then after that point, I don't think I'm gonna go much farther. How many weeks is it until you get a thought bubble from a villager? It varies. I usually just go by a week at a time, or I'll make sure that everybody's been spoken to before, save, and then I'll go forward 15 days. Those two methods generally help me out the most. I switch back and forth between them. Right now I'm just trying the method of going a week at a time, and then if I get a reaction, I'll fix the date back to the actual day. I say that because I've noticed that it tends to help with the thought bubbles, because on days where they give you reactions, you're not going to get a thought bubble. It's like naming a baby human. Person, right? I feel like genuinely they probably just got to a point where they really just felt like they ran out of names. I'm gonna Baby, I found holes in the bottom of the fence I need to block so the dogs won't get out. Speaking of that, I remember a while ago, this is when my cousin came over a while back. We were hanging out, walking around outside, getting some fresh air, and then we saw a random dog just by itself, and it turns out that somebody else had moved in to next to the owner that had that dog, and their dog, being much bigger, had dug a big hole under the fence, but because like for some reason like a fence that they share, the smaller dog kept crawling out from under that and then would keep getting loose, and I had to go and return that dog to that person. That reminded me of that. Thankfully, the small dog was totally unharmed, just lost and confused, but okay. I'm glad to hear that you're doing good, Cody. They're out of creativity juice. They really did. Same thing whenever they named the snooty anteater snooty. Like, they most definitely ran out of ideas at some point. Bye, Teddy! They give 0 effort on some. Literally, like, I fully agree with you. Kind of sane. And then, as I said earlier, I've got to do it the one day at a time method. I just get so paranoid about autofills, so hope y'all don't mind. I'm gonna take care of that, and then we'll go right back on the hunt. I feel like they were over the moon with Roscoe's design. Do you mean that as in, like, they were, like, obsessed with it? Here. On your behalf, BK, I'll send some of the crying emotes. There we go. This day is a sad day. For you teddy lovers, I thought that was the only sentence you were sending. I was like, oh my gosh, what happened? Like, are you okay? I didn't realize you were talking about the teddy thing. I mean, they did an awesome job with Roscoe's design. A lot of them are really good. Like, Sasha was a good villager. Ione is one of their best villager designs to date, in my opinion. I know it could be like I know it could be biased, but my favorite villager, which is Portia, by the way, if you didn't know. I could be biased and be like, oh, like, she's like one of the best designs. Realistically, is she one of their best villager designs? Probably not, but in my world, she is. Sad, sad day for teddy lovers. He is not a bad villager by any means. I just really don't need him for this island, like, at all. Ione's beautiful. Even if she's not anybody's favorite villager here, I feel like you gotta admit, she's a very beautiful villager. Ione and Marshall. I remember, I don't know who here has played New Leaf and who hasn't, but I remember whenever New Leaf was like the it game because New Horizons didn't exist yet, or actually at the time they were most definitely working on it, just like was not ready yet. So New Leaf was the big craze, and I was on Tumblr a lot of the time because that's where I spent time with the Animal Crossing community. Marshall was one of the most sought after villagers at the time. Like, everybody wanted Marshall, I noticed. Like, there was this account that I followed, and also, we're good, so I'm just gonna go one more day. But a lot of people in the community followed that account. It was a way that you could trade items and, like, help people get certain villagers. Like, that was how the community would help each other. And I remember almost every post that I saw about wanting a certain villager, it was almost always about Marshall. Like, I can't make this up. Like, almost every single villager request post was for getting Marshall. I've run my own right now, but I might get rid of her. I don't know. I mean, you can always get her back someday if you decide that you want her back. So I say go ahead and you get rid of her. Look for somebody else that you want. You can always get her back someday. How do I get a shovel again? Like the recipe, or? I think you get it. It has something to do with museum, I'm pretty sure, but I'm not quite sure exactly what it is. If somebody else knows, feel free to put it in the chat. Magic, yeah, you need the museum. I'm pretty sure it's something about the museum. I just don't know what you do or say specifically. You'll hear that little noise in the background from on the mic just now. That was a notification that Ben got for something at his computer setup. I have her amiibo card, so it isn't a huge deal if I have to move her out. Well, if she was living on my island currently. Well, I mean, I feel like having the amiibo is nice. Donate to Blathers. Is it the part where you have to donate him a bunch of stuff so that way he can upgrade the museum? Is it that part, Rich? Me crying not even with the house, I'm sorry. I have that feeling where it feels like I'm gonna sneeze, but like realistically I probably won't. But like I have that feeling at the tip of my nose and it just feels weird. It's like tickly. And the villager hunt is back on. So remember, friends, that will pull up the list of villagers that I'm aiming to have on this island. We have a good portion of them now. Like I have Lyman, Charlize, Frobert, Jitters, Murphy, Rattle. So now, after we hunt today, we're gonna need to find replacements for Shep, Alice, and Mint, because none of them are staying. But we have a good portion of the villagers. The hunt commences. Hello, Fresh Ghost. Welcome to the stream. To update you, we found Murphy earlier and we just kicked out Teddy, so now we're gonna continue hunting. Add a plot autofill. Oh wait, who'd you get? I'm really wanting to get Henry or Anacotti right now, but I will still take anybody that I need, really. Just preferably Lexi, one of them. I'm back. What did I miss? Welcome back. So Teddy left and we're now continuing the hunt. And have Olive instead of Daisy. Olive is so underrated. I've had her before and she's adorable. I feel like she's also a very underrated cottagecore villager. I can't villager hunt. I'm sorry, Kiara. I hope you get a chance to villager hunt soon. Is that Hazel? Hi, Hazel. We're not gonna take her because we don't need her. But hi, Hazel. I love her. Also, Consul Kato loves her. Okay. I want to take a better picture together. I'm gonna put this on Twitter so I can tag Kato. Hazel, if you could cooperate, that'd be great. Come here! Okay, Hazel's not cooperating. Guess that one photo we'll have to do. All I wanted was that picture with her. I want to put it on Twitter. I'm support though, probably can't get 100 tickets. I forgot, did you say that you have Nintendo Online or no? Olive Eye's gonna freak me out, but yes, very cute and nice. I feel like she'd be perfect for cottagecore or springcore. And I feel like she's underused in those themes, if that makes sense. You know how like for very common themes like cottagecore, springcore, kid growth, stuff like that, I feel like you tend to think of specific builders when you think of those certain themes. And I feel like Olive could work out really well for springcore or cottagecore, but she's not really often used for those themes, you know? I do, yes. Go to a Treasure Island. They have Nook Miles tickets there. At least like most of them do. If you need a free one to go to, I would recommend looking on Twitch. Sometimes they're on YouTube too, but most of the time, I see a lot of the free ones on Twitch. Thanks, you know, Kato LLs, I found Hazel. I'm gonna do it. I mean, honestly, I'm very forgetful, so I feel like if I don't do it now, I might forget. Wait, what's wrong, Kira? Barreled, we love Barreled too. I know a lot of you don't, because you're Barreled haters, but I think he's cute. Challenges with making loads. The way that for some reason, whenever my brain first started reading that, you're saying challenges with making blank, my brain really thought you were going to say you were making a lot of bread, like you were making freshly baked bread. I don't know. I guess I just am thinking about carbohydrates. I don't know. Barrel haters can back off. Right. Thank you, Breadbird. I'm glad somebody sides with me here. I feel like as New Horizons gets older, like it's been around for longer, I feel like I've started to really like a lot more of the builders that I used to really not like. Because when New Horizons first came out, I was a total Barreled hater. I was a Hazel hater. I was a Naomi hater. And now I like all three of them. Whoever that builder was just saw, BK, I'm not a woman. I'm non-binary, but thank you. I said thank you because it was funny. I'll make some fresh baked bread for you, Lexi. Thank you. If you don't mind, I would love to have a bagel. So if you could make it into a bagel, that'd be great. Oh, it's okay. You're good. It's all good. Here. I feel like posting it now while I'm still live. Hold on. A quick little detour. Hold on. I'm putting this on Twitter. Hold on. Gotta put on everyone mode. I'm just saying, at Consulcato, I found your bestie Hazel while hunting. There we go. Just making sure it goes through. All right, cool. There we go. I changed my mind to put that now instead of waiting later because I'm a very forgetful person and I feel like if I waited, I probably would have forgotten to do it. Hazel's cute. Take your time. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate it. He, him, they, them. It's basically any pronoun other than she, her. Gotcha. I will not use she, her once for you then. Thank you for letting me know. Update on the farm. I ate Sophia's pumpkin soup and I'm repaying her in manual labor. Wait, is pumpkin soup hard to make or something? Does it just require a lot of ingredients? Or is it just because since it's made with pumpkins and pumpkins are only in the fall, right? I didn't make that up right. They're only in the fall unless you put it in the greenhouse. The gas mask makes it look like Hazel's like a disease or something? No, it's just because my character lives on a poison-filled island. I got in the trash and she wanted it and I tried to give it to her but I accidentally ate it. I've done stuff like that before, like when I was playing co-op with Ben, because we played co-op so many times before. We'll try to give each other something and then accidentally eat it or like throw it away or something. Have you guys, if you play Stardew Valley, have you ever dug through the trash enough times where they give you the trash can hat? I love the trash can. It's just like so oddly specific to me. That's like, hey, here's your prize for being disgusting and digging through the trash. It's always so embarrassing whenever you accidentally dig through the trash in front of one of the characters. For context, if you've never played Stardew, basically you can dig through the trash cans and sometimes you can get special items that the game will randomly give you and spawn, but you have to be careful because if you do it in front of one of the characters when they're walking by, they'll scold you and it's really embarrassing. And then I think if you do that enough times, people think you're gross or even like your hearts with them might get lowered kind of. So you have to try really hard to not get caught. And I've been caught before and it's really embarrassing. Me who plays Harvest Moon / Stories not Stardew all by myself. I haven't played Harvest Moon or Story of Seasons, but eventually I want to. I really dug through the trash can once on accident. This guy next to me was like, "What are you doing?" No, literally, that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to be really careful when you do it. Otherwise, it's just so unbelievably mortifying when they get you. I've done it before where there's character. I've done it with more than one character, but I'll be trying to romance that specific person, and then they catch me digging through the trash. It's so embarrassing. Like, I can't even fathom how embarrassing it is. I've actually done it when I was walking by and someone was there. Same. Or sometimes I genuinely just won't notice that they were there in the first place and it just looks like I did it right in front of them on purpose. Terraforming is so hard. How am I going to do this? Terraforming is really hard. I feel you. Best of luck. It's tough out here. Remind about naming my farm Peace Farm in that game. Wait, is something wrong with that? Or do you just not want to? I had how they put oven instructions on freezer meals, like I'm not waiting 45 minutes for my food to cook. Do you have an air fryer? I forgot. The reason I feel like maybe whatever you're making, I feel like might cook faster in the air fryer, depending on what it is. I'm trying to make most of my island on the 2nd level and I am regretting it. I would do on my, not on this island, but on my other island for the Let's Play series, that one I want to do some terraforming on. Enough where like it genuinely looks like it looks like I tried really hard on it, if that makes sense, but I don't want it to be like a ton of it. Like I want there to be minimal terraforming, but I'm gonna nitpick whatever that amount is until it looks perfect. Does that make sense? So like a minimal amount, but I'm gonna be picky about it. Well, Peace Farm is the name of my Harvest and Story Seasons farm. The purpose of that name is that the farm is peaceful. Well, then why wouldn't you name your farm Peace? Like, something like what's wrong? Like, I don't understand what the issue is. Peace is epic, no interruptions. I have an air fryer. I love using the air fryer. This morning, whenever we made breakfast, we had bacon and then we had these kolache things that we heated up in the air fryer. It was basically just like a bread roll with the sausage in the middle, but inside the sausage it had like teeny tiny little bits of cheese and jalapeno, and it was so good. Air fryer, I love using the air fryer. It's so nice. It's also just, I feel like, whenever I reheat food, I feel like it tastes better reheated when it was reheated in the air fryer versus the microwave. Air fryers are very cool. By the way, so your bagel is done now. Thank you for my bagel. Here. We can, if you put a little donut emoji in the chat, I'll pretend it's a bagel because there's no bagel emoji. We'll just use our imagination. Not the correct mouse villager, but thank you anyways. Animal Crossing, we want nothing to do with this villager. Then you get douchebag builders who get mad over what you place your farm. And of course, angry about digging through the house, like who cares? That's not the purpose of Peace Farm. True. But they don't live on your farm. Wait, there is a bagel emoji. Oh yeah, I forgot. Which one? Huh? Can you clarify your question, please, Kira? Oh, I need Anacotti, and that was, I think his name was Rizzo, which is also the name of a character in Greece. I was going on Twitter because I wanted to see if Kato saw my message. This meal is okay, not great. Wait, what's wrong with it? It's just like not as good as you thought it would be. It's a pineapple chicken meal from Marie Callender's. I've heard about Marie Callender's, but I have no idea what it actually is. Is it just like a meal prep thing? If it is, then it's kind of similar to HelloFresh. Speaking of, I'm hoping that we make that Parmesan chicken that we got from HelloFresh. If we make that for dinner tonight, we'll probably have that, or maybe just grilled hot dogs, because those are easy, they're fast, and we all like them. It's one of those TV dinner meals. Do you guys, Squid Eye, that's because if you remember it's a thing, so I can picture it in my head, but now I'm having a hard time remembering the title of it. What was it? Oh yeah, Kid Cuisine. Who here remembers Kid Cuisine? Because I loved that when I was younger. Air fried french fries are the best. I agree. If for some reason, like let's say you go out to get fast food, or if you get it delivered and unfortunately your french fries get cold and you're not done eating, reheating those in the air fryer is so nice. Like I feel like it retains its crisp a little bit better than it would in the microwave. Cheaper than eating out, especially the box. The box tastes good. Why are we eating boxes? Don't eat boxes. They don't have vitamins and minerals. That's the main thing here is vitamins and minerals. I love the Megs. I really did. I remember, I feel like the one that I liked, like little like dessert portion was some kind of chocolate pudding with sprinkles. And I remember having one that would always have like a mac and cheese section. Those, then do you guys remember the Trix yogurts where it was like two flavors mixed, like one half was one color and one flavor, the other half was a different color and a different flavor? Those were good too. You can eat what you want, but I still wouldn't recommend eating a box. There's no nutritious value in that. You know, it would have made more sense to say nutritional value instead of nutritious value, but you know what I mean? You know what I was trying to say. You got my point. I was older when they came out, but I still wanted one. They were good. Hello, Ms. Welcome in. I suppose if a cardboard box did somehow have some sort of nutrient in it, I feel like fiber would make sense. Well, it's giving me nausea like, oh, like last time I ate it. Did you like actually eat did you for real eat cardboard? That doesn't sound very good. I feel like it would hurt your stomach. I got into it, was worth it. Who here had webkins at all at any point in their lives? I still remember my first webkins. I remember it so vividly. We were at my childhood home and I was sitting down. I don't remember what I was eating, but I was sitting down to eat something. And then my mom came home and she had this big brown paper bag and it was full of webkins and we each got one. And it was supposed to be just like a little surprise for us. I got this pastel pink unicorn that I swear smelled like cotton candy. I'm so sorry about that. We're gonna have to hide we're gonna have to hide the alert box. I'm so sorry. Please move on from that. Mods, if you could please help me out here. I'm also going to turn off the chat box. I tried, it wasn't fast enough. It's okay. I'm also gonna move the little thing on the screen. Absolutely, you're right. I don't know what people get out of being like that, except for being rude. But we're gonna move on now. If everybody could send their favorite emoji in the chat, I don't care what it is. If you guys could send your favorite emoji, that'd be great. Everybody send emojis. Didn't I just see that, villager? I swear I did. Thank you for sending the emojis. I appreciate it. I will help too, even though I'm still recovering. Shiver, if you need to lurk, that's okay. Like, I know you just had your wisdom tooth surgery today. I promise, it's okay. Yeah, absolutely. You gotta go take care of yourself. Unfortunately, they're not going to quit until all accounts have been banned. For the safety of the rest of the stream, I've removed the chat box and the subscriber alert, at least for now. I might put it back later. You know, to help with what just happened, we share a wholesome. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. All the wholesome stories. This is how YouTube trolls work. Yeah. Unfortunately. Just don't give them any attention. All they want is to make people mad and to get their attention. So just ignore them. The mods and I collectively will take care of it as best we can. Precisely, exactly. Thank you, Seth. That's exactly what I was saying. I was playing Roblox and dancing with some people, and someone came up and was being like upset or something because it was girls up, so I defended them, and then they later pulled me aside and said, also, by the way, I do need to fix the pinned message I accidentally misclicked earlier, so let me just fix that really quick. Thank you for defending me back there, something like that. I'm just waiting for the message to pop back up so I can repin it. Earlier today, I tried to make spaghetti. Wait, didn't you? Was that you were? Was somebody else earlier making the spaghetti? I swear. Saturn, weren't you making the spaghetti? Did I make this up? I couldn't tell. I was like, wait, wasn't somebody else earlier talking about that same thing? Kid Cuisine, they're still around? Really? I thought they were. I haven't seen one in forever. I thought they were discontinued. You did? I thought so. I was like, I swear, somebody earlier made some too. And all fiery and stuff, as in like you set the food on fire, or it was spicy. I think the Streamlabs bot is asleep now because I'm trying to pin a different message and it's not cooperating. Hello? Is there a different one that I can pin? I'm trying to look and I don't see one. Is the bot just asleep? I guess it is. Well, cooking failed. I was making boiled eggs and boom, the eggs exploded because of the heat exposure. I completely forgot about them. Fun fact, if you try to cook an egg in the microwave and then you poke it with a fork, it can and will explode. Like, the oven was really hot, the hot water got in the oven, it made like mini flames. But yeah, please be careful. I would hate for you to get hurt. I said, wait, did I time out Streamlabs? I thought I misclicked and I deleted it. I didn't realize that I timed out Streamlabs. It's cool to know we'll all be on Kitchen Nightmares soon. Imagine us all like on the same episode of some sort of cooking show. I fixed it and somehow came out without any burns. And well, I'm glad you're okay. Just definitely be more careful next time. Hello, Mountain Dew. Welcome in and thank you for renewing your membership. I updated them the other day. So all of them got removed. But thankfully, YouTube let everybody keep their place with where their badges were. Thank goodness. By the way, welcome in, the Princess of Pineapples. Hope you're doing good. I was terrified that for some reason it was gonna make everybody restarted. I banned Streamlabs? Wait. I can't. I really can't. Why do I keep seeing that one villager? Okay. Let's see if we can do, we've had a bit of chaos. Sorry. Now maybe it'll work. Honestly, I feel like I'm not surprised that I did that. Okay, I think I'm gonna unhide the chat box now. And then if people are being creepy and gross again, then we'll have to, Wait, is Streamlabs not mod anymore? Hold on, why is it showing up as verified? I need to fix it, hold on. We love being a hot mess on stream. I might have to remod Streamlabs. I'm so embarrassed, I'm sorry. Oh no, it's still on. Made for great content. Well, thank you for bearing with me through the chaos. Thank you for the $5, Streamlabs. I'm just confused because normally Streamlabs has a wrench and now it doesn't. Do I have to remod Streamlabs? I think I do. Happens if you ban me, then you can watch but you can't chat. Oh wait, I forgot. Wait, hold on. Okay. The reason it didn't go off was because since people were trolling and being gross and weird earlier, we had to hide the alert box. So I'm gonna replay that donation. I'm really sorry. Hold on. There we go.
Oh, what the heck? Why do you need villagers for your poison when
Thank
you're
you.
already more toxic than a Karen?
You wanna fight? You wanna square up, Streamlabs? Because we can. I think I actually need to remod Streamlabs, though it's been unbanned, but I forgot to remod it. Oops. So that's a problem. So I have to copy and paste something into my settings to remod it. You guys, I think whenever it got banned, I accidentally unmodded it, so I'm gonna not be seeing the chat for a moment while I remod Streamlabs. I'm sorry. Give me a sec. Okay, Streamlabs is a mod again. We're good. Sorry about that. I'll be able to see chat again in just a second. There we go. Except now there's an ad and I can't see the stream. There we go. Now it's modded. Just one, everybody, please stay safe on the internet. Absolutely. Protect your privacy. Take care of yourself. I can't believe I didn't think to add this builder to the island. And thanks for the hydration reminder. I appreciate it. I think we're all good now, you guys. That was a chaotic last like 20 minutes. Who was it? It was Opal. And by the way, Saturn sent a really important message earlier that I do want to read off as well. I just didn't see because I was trying to remod Streamlabs. It's a dangerous thing, and the best course of action is when that happens is to ignore. Precisely. Unfortunately, when people behave that way, it's just for attention. So the best thing you can do is ignore them and protect your privacy. Are you really streaming something doesn't go wrong? You're absolutely right. Sometimes you just have streams like this. I'll be here. I bet it's a fan started, so I gotta get back to it for real. You're good. It's okay. I wish I had Charmony so I could oh, the Pookie thing? Because you guys were donating with that word, and it was like, the bot worded it as Pookie, and it was so funny to me. I think we're good now, though. That was kind of a lot. She's so pretty. She's perfect for fairy core. Did I have her on the astrology island? I mentioned that because I feel like a lot of people at the time thought my island was fairy core and it wasn't. I sent the hit. It almost like you sent the hit button. Like I totally mixed that up. But you're good. It's okay. When Sophia logged off of Stardew, I don't know where she went. Maybe she just had to go. I love Diana. She's Isabel from Encanto, no doubt. My mods are all gonna whack me upside the head whenever I say this. I kept trying to watch it and then I ended up watching something else and I forget about it.
Watching you build island after island. Like a person that doesn't know what to order at a drive-thru and then you ban me. Wow, just wow. It was Nightbot who told you, right? Nightbot does stuff behind your back.
Excuse me? Do we need to have a little talk, Nightbot? Do we? We need to have a little chit-chat? Just a little chit-chat if I could find the webcam on my list of sources. There we go, that's embarrassing. Oh! I was trying to make it bigger so I could show up on the screen. I forgot that my camera was underneath the overlay, and now you just see my eyeballs. Maybe I should just stream like this. We should just have a forehead stream. No, I didn't say that I didn't like it. That is not what I said. I was saying that I hadn't seen it, even though I kept intending to. It just never happened. We're just gonna have the eyeball stream, okay? Ignoring my weird eyebrows and the curly hair on the back of my head. We're just gonna stream like this now, okay? I feel like this is a good look for me. My sister's gymnastics for like the summer thing. She always tells me about all the stuff she can do and I'm so proud of her. I love whenever people like genuinely will sit there and tell you all about stuff like that. Like it's just such a wholesome, happy experience. The forehead, thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna fix it now, but that'd be funny if I just streamed like this. Would you guys still watch? Like if I streamed where you could only see my forehead, would you still watch? There we go. That's better. Runners on Fleek. Remember when Fleek was a thing? I do, and it was very cringe. Are you forehead streaming? Because my forehead wants the spotlight. Nook's Cranny is finally upgrading. I feel so accomplished. Upgrading Nook's Cranny, like getting the spotlight. Do you mean buying stuff, or do you mean getting it constructed? Because the part getting it constructed with things like iron nuggets and wood, you know, if you're not using Nintendo Online, needs like a treasure island or something, or help from somebody else to get that fulfilled, it takes forever to do on your own. BRB, I'm gonna make my bed and take a quick shower. No worries, take your time. I saw that villager earlier already. I mean, I feel like this hunt is technically already successful because we found Murphy earlier. But we have another open plot, so hopefully we can find somebody else. You think that's great? Wait, what? Probably not, JK. Oh, look at the store itself is getting bigger. Gotcha. I don't know if you meant that or if you meant whenever it was first getting constructed. Wish Animal Crossing had more color options for incline than blue and white and red soda and brick and natural. I would love a pink or yellow or green incline and so on. I still love the color wheel idea for the airport color, and imagine if you could do that for the little plank colors on the inclines too. That'd be so nice.
This your command tower speaking. All flights in the air, we need to reroute to the newly found airline land zone on Lexi forehead. Don't worry, the shine will be more than enough to see through the night sky.
Are you saying I have a 5 head? Here, let me see. I need to see if I got a 4 head or a 5 head. If you don't know the trick, you take 4 fingers and go like this, and if you can only fit 4 fingers on your forehead, you have a 4 head. If you can fit your thumb on there too, without it touching your hairline and going over it, then you have a 5 head. I have a 4 head, so my forehead's not a landing spot, Nightbot. Thank you, by the way. I thought this was Roscoe for a moment. We were just talking about Roscoe earlier, but I think that's Matilda. Walked up to an oil barrel and said, beverage. Perfect to go with your cardboard meal. I bought a Bart. I'm going insane today. But Nightbot is. I still remember, this was forever ago on my channel. I feel like a lot of you weren't here for this, but basically, I was first using Nightbot. I didn't really have anybody properly modded, so I relied on a lot of really strict settings with Nightbot to help me moderate the chat. And it was way too sensitive with things. And I remember there was somebody that I used to mod with, like this person and I were mods together for somebody else. They were watching my stream and then accidentally got timed out by Nightbot for like 10 minutes somehow. And I felt so bad about it because they did nothing wrong. Nightbot was just like overly sensitive with detecting things. The kangaroos could have been better. I mean, I feel like the gorillas are worse, but I agree with you. Also, hey, I've just noticed, I think the camera needs to be scooted to the side like slightly, like just a little bit. There we go, that's better. Nightbot is ready to tussle, and I'm ready to tussle back. I'm not gonna win though, because I can't fight to save my life. I mean, verbally maybe, but not physically at all. I remember it yelled at me. There's this setting it can do where if it texts something that you've considered like wrong with whatever you've put as what needs to be deleted or whatever, it'll delete somebody's message and then send them a warning message. It'll be like, it'll at them and be like, hey, warning, like don't do that next time. And then if they do it again, like Nightbot times them out by default. I like the timeout zone, Lexi. I still do it in mods. Get ready for messages like Mona. How have you been, by the way, Mountain Dew? I feel like I haven't seen you in a little bit. Have you been good? I know that you're usually really busy with work because you said that you'd have a really busy work schedule, but how have you been? We had to move the little recent subscriber part because people were being stinky earlier. I was like, you're not talking about something that is relevant or something like that? Really? Usually whenever I see that kind of thing, it's because somebody was like spamming or maybe like they used all caps several times or whatever. I don't think I was. I feel like you've always been very well behaved in chat. Like, I don't know why Nightbot would yell at you or anything. I wish we could move more than one building at once. Me too. I still wish we could move resident services because that would be nice. It's right, it's just hard to make it to streams. I'm working and then when I'm on break I come to streams and I'm off Wednesdays and Thursdays. Well, I'm glad that you're doing well at least. I mean, I know you're busy, but like I'm glad that you've been doing well. Once I told a joke and I got timed out and I freaked out for like minutes because I was like, oh crap, I just insulted the streamer. Do you think maybe the joke was misinterpreted or something? I'm always a good person. Indeed you are. What was I gonna say? I just had space from it being totally silent. So I was gonna tell y'all something and then I forgot what it was. Somebody's using the garage. For the little background ambiance, that's what that would be. Also, Breadbird, do you just not have a profile picture or is your icon black? Because it's blended in with the screen and it looks like you don't have an icon. Oh, it's just black. Okay, I was like, is it just like not loading? Do you not have a picture? I was really confused. And I was on my job and blah blah, but I like the stream. Oh yeah, absolutely. Liking the stream is free, and I appreciate that. By the way, before the chat adds favors, you asked us if we have webkins. Oh yeah, we were having the most wholesome conversation. It's a shame that people had to behave like that. I think I had just finished telling you guys about my first webkins and how I remember getting it. I don't even know if it was supposed to be scented, but I swear that unicorn smelled like cotton candy. It really did. Mentioned that I play webkins. Oh yeah, is it still available to play technically? I don't think you can buy the physical plushies in store anymore. Or maybe you can. But I feel like you can't. I have frog webkins even now. I feel like to this day, the reason that I like Portia so much in Animal Crossing is because of one of my first webkins. My first one was the unicorn, but one of the other like first few ones that I got was a Dalmatian. And then a little bit later in life, I found out about Animal Crossing, and now Portia's my favorite builder. So I feel like it could have been because of webkins. I think Disney like bought it and shut it down, or that might be another game. I feel like they've done that several times with a lot of things, like buying it out and then like whatever it is kind of like dies down. Oh, Animal Crossing and minigames like Mario Party would make the villagers you pick more important and content doesn't become stale. I fully agree, and here's the thing, Mountain Dew. So with Animal Crossing New Leaf, the game before New Horizons, they had this thing where I think it was with bells. You would go to the dock on your beach and you would pay Cap'n about 1,000 bells or so, and then he would give you a boat ride to, what was it? Tortimer Island. Yes, he would take you to Tortimer Island, which is basically an island no matter what season your town is in. The island was always summery and tropical. And then you could play mini games there, and it was really fun. I never understood why they took that out. I would be thrilled if they brought it back in the future or in some other way. And so I might be wrong. I'm gonna school with Webkinz Classic is an app. Is it not like a browser thing anymore? Roscoe's the horse, Black Horse. Roscoe's a good villager for Halloween Islands, I feel like. I know a lot of people use Kiki for their Halloween Islands, but I feel like Roscoe's a good villager for that too. You just Googled it? I want to play it on browser though. I feel like it wouldn't be as fun on mobile. I miss the feeling of going into stores when you were a kid and then seeing a bunch of the Webkinz on like a little shelf. That was always really cool. Like, kids these days are gonna miss out on doing that. Have I told you about the speaking Animalese thing? Isn't it the language that the villagers speak? I had to Google Webkinz because I didn't know what it was. Maybe it was because I was too old when it came out and was not in my plushie era like I am now. Webkinz are absolutely iconic. Like, they were Webkinz, Animal Crossing, and then playing random Wii games. Like, all of those were like staples of my childhood. Speaking of that, for you guys individually, what games would you say were staples of your childhood? Definitely Animal Crossing for me, Webkinz, of course. And then whatever that Disney website was where you could play Disney-themed minigames, that was another staple too. Record letters in a certain way, speed, and pitch it up, and bam. I wonder how they go about making that, by the way, because I feel like a lot of the time whenever the villagers talk, it sounds the same, just like with different pitches, because when you play a peppy villager, it's not going to sound the same way as a cranky villager. GameCube era, Wii era, Webkinz, Pokemon Red and Blue, and Yellow, and Neopets. I grew up with Beanie Babies and the Nintendo NES, DS era. Did anybody here play Pet Pet Park? A while back, I was talking all about how much there was that game I could not remember for the life of me what the title was. I finally figured it out a little while ago, by the way. It's called Pet Pet Park, and I swear it was one of the best website games ever. Not necessarily the best, but definitely one of them. I loved Pet Pet Park. I never really played Club Penguin though. I of course knew of it, and I knew people that played it, but I just didn't really get into it as a kid. That I know a lot of people liked Animal Jam, and I had a hard time getting into Animal Jam too. Oh, I had Beanie Babies as well. Specifically, Animal Crossing, Pokemon, Harvest Moon, Story of Seasons now. Did anybody here play, or at least has heard of, the My Sims game on the Wii? I loved playing that as a kid too. My sister and I both liked that game, and we would like full on fight over who ought to play it whenever we had weekends. And like we didn't have school or homework or anything. We would always fight over who got to play My Sims and who got to play Animal Crossing City Folk on the Wii. So you only ever do one at a time. I got to Animal Jam in middle school. I had a lot of people in my school that played Animal Jam and liked it, but I just didn't really get into it. Oh my god, I love My Sims Kingdom. I didn't have the Kingdom merge, I just had the normal My Sims on the Wii, but still. I love Neopets. I wanted all the rare ones, I never got any. I didn't really play, I mean, maybe I played Neopets and I'm just not remembering, because I could have. I don't think I did. I did love Pet Pet Park though. Mentioning that because the same people that made Neopets also made Pet Pet Park. I think the Bulls and Cows in Animal Crossing name what your feelings about. Wait, what's your question, Rich? I'm a little bit confused. I need to get some water, so I'm gonna scoot my chair back so I can grab my big water container. I love Neopets. I want to... Oh, I think I might have read that. Sometimes I reread messages and I won't realize that I've done that until it's already happened. He's asking your opinions on bulls and cow villagers, I believe, right? Oh, if that was the question, I don't mind them. Some of them are a little bit questionable, but I do really like Naomi. And I like Norma. I hope you enjoy your lurk, Max. And it's like Patty and Rodeo. Patty's the brown cow, right? Excuse me. And then Rodeo, I know who Rodeo is. I saw him earlier, and then I also had him on Saffron Island. Naomi is iconic, and I love her. I played this one website with a bunch of games that were based off Disney movies, and I played what? I'm pretty sure I know what website you're talking about, Redbird, because I specifically remember there was this Disney-themed website of some sort. I think it was specifically made by Disney, not like a fan-made thing or anything, but it was a bunch of Disney Channel-themed mini-games, and I loved that website. I remember this one with like Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. There was one where it was like you'd stack sandwiches or something. Those two I loved. That, and I also remember as a kid, I played a lot of computer games that were some kind of Barbie nail salon thing where it's like you'd give Barbie random makeovers with her nails or whatever. I did a lot of that too. What does it mean to lurk? It basically means that you're watching and you're supporting, but you're not really interacting with the chat. But like you're there, just not speaking. Usually people do that if they're tired, maybe if they're sick or they're busy, but they're still watching. Though I love Coach. Isn't Coach the yellow bull? Naomi's an icon. Thank you, Breadbird. I appreciate you. Putt Putt Saves the Zoo. Another another computer game that I'm thinking of. I'm not sure if anybody here is going to remember, or let alone if there's going to be anybody here that's played it before. Did anybody here as a child play the computer game called Pajama Sam? Because I loved Pajama Sam. I'm hoping at least one of you has even heard of it. Even if you haven't played, I'm hoping at least one person here has heard of it. Yeah, Coach is the yellow jock bull. He was my starter on Angel. I don't like him. I'm sorry. I'm just going to Blockbuster and picking out a movie, and me and my brother and sister were allowed to choose one movie each. I remember we'd always do that, but with like the Redbox movies. You did? Okay, I'm glad somebody knows what I'm talking about. I loved Pajama Sam. I also loved Plants vs. Zombies. They told me you got annoyed at the wipe pipe and its many wipe puns. Oh my gosh. I haven't played it in years, but I couldn't tell you if I specifically remember that because I don't think I do. But I just remember religiously playing that game almost nonstop because I just loved it so much. I'm sorry, I'm not taking it back. I don't like Coach. I just don't. I like A Hat in Time. I've heard of that, but I've never played it. What's it about? Like, without spoiling much stuff about it, what is it about? What kind of game is it? What can you do? Pajama Sam 2 was the one with the Y pipe. I think I might have had a different one then, because I don't know if I played that exact one. If you never played the sequel, you probably didn't have the same experience. I don't know if I did. I just actually... Let me see if I can find the one that I played. Okay, so the one that I had was Pajama Sam, No Need to Hide When It's Dark Outside. That's the one that I played. Maybe biased because he was one of my starters and he grew on me. Well, that's how I was with Tank, and I feel like a lot of people don't like Tank, so I see what you mean. I love jokes. It'll go out. So many people eat jokes. I was average on him, but then he just grew up me. Same with Deirdre. Pajama Sam one is different. I had the Pajama Sam one, No Need to Hide When It's Dark Outside, which I think was the first one. So you're a little child in a spaceship trying to find your little timepieces in a world someone randomly shoved you into. You can use different hats and pins for abilities and stuff. It's fun. It sounds really wholesome. I feel like child me would have really liked it. Kids these can just watch shows on Netflix or Disney Plus, and so I had to wait a whole week until the next episode came out and had to watch the commercials. Me too. Like, the kids these days are not going to have the same experience that we did. I mean, I don't know how old you are exactly, but like, we had the same experience as children. Yeah, that's the first one. Okay, yeah, then I think that's the only one that I played. But like, still, it's an iconic game. Speaking of computer games, I was just reconnected with Little Alchemy like last month, and I feel like I uncovered ancient information or something. Feeling like you uncovered ancient information is how I felt whenever I first discovered the Stardew Valley wiki. Speaking, friends, while we're on the subject of age, remember, if you're on the younger side, you shouldn't reveal how old you are or say something that could hint at it, because it's just not safe. And unfortunately, there's a lot of unkind people on the internet. So protect yourself and protect your privacy. Be safe online. There's one little part where it gets just a teensy little bit graphic. Then maybe we shouldn't get into that part, but like it does sound like something that I would have liked when I was younger. Again, privacy is good. Precisely. My mom was texting me, sorry. Here. I'll try to be fast. It's from my mom. Hold on 1 second. Sorry. Might just be me, but I am open-minded. Yeah, but too much of it, what? Wait, what about? I'm so confused by that message, Kira. The message under Breadbird's message about privacy being good, I'm a little confused by it. I want to say so much about the game because finally someone is interested, but I don't want to spoil unless you guys have questions. Don't worry, I'll be your guide. No, you're good. It's okay. I just wanted to know like roughly what it was kind of about without necessarily having anything spoiled. Remember when Pokemon gave you a PC game that taught you how to play the card game? It had really bad late 90s graphics. But I feel like older graphics just tend to feel really happy and nostalgic, at least to me. I'm a millennial, so I grew up with both technology and no technology. I'm on the older end of Gen Z, but I feel like I grew up the same way, Sedef. Oh, by the way, I wanted to mention something. I didn't know this was a thing earlier, but whenever I was trying to, again, adjust settings for the chat box widget, I noticed, so it doesn't have to be just like standard text slapped on there. It can also be in a different style where it's like you still see the text there, but it could be like in little boxes instead of just being just straight up plain text. It would make more sense if I showed you. Would you guys want to see? I mean, I kind of like how it is just being the text, but I could show you guys if you want to see. I'm not sure if 2002 is old Gen Z. It's definitely Gen Z, but I'm not sure if it's considered like the older end of Gen Z or not. I'll send you a video of someone playing it. It's scary. Wait, why would it be scary if it's Pokemon? Let me get some more of my water. There we go. I have to sit down slowly and carefully because it's really heavy and I feel like it's gonna fall over and just make a loud noise if I don't sit down slowly. I'm hoping we can find one more person on our list, or not person, one more villager on our list before I have to go today, because that would be nice. We found Murphy earlier. Alex, who's popping in because I'm going to be busy with hacking animation memes and stuff. Also, do you like my new profile picture? It's a pride picture of my OC Oakley. Hello, Callie, welcome in. I do like it. Icons are really small on mine, but from what I can see, I do like the background as well. It's pretty. Earlier we talked about lazy name and animal custom like Kitty and Sudi. I think you should include the cows and bulls names too. Or any of them named after their personalities or anything. I'm so grateful that there was no social media like there is now when I was in high school, middle school, and elementary school. There was for me, like, I think I'm a bit younger than you. I started interacting and like using social media a lot more in middle school, like whenever I first started. But I remember like having full access to YouTube and everything in elementary school. I just didn't really use other social media platforms or anything until I got older. Which thankfully, because I did not need to be using any of that in elementary school. like at all. Given when I would use YouTube in elementary school, I mainly would watch stuff like Miranda Sings and then random musical stuff. Because I love musicals. I think that was pretty much all I would watch. Oh, I have to know, who here watched The Magic School Bus in school? YouTube came out when I was in my last year of high school. I still remember how drastically different YouTube used to look, especially when it was more new. Not necessarily even brand new, but like in general, like it used to look so different. So different. That, and then the app design, like on mobile for YouTube, the app design used to look so different too. It used to look like a tan TV, like a tan colored box TV. I swear, does anybody here know what I'm talking about? Do you guys remember that? Let me know if you remember that. I swear the app used to look different. It was like a little TV. I remember MS, whenever I would go to the Scholastic Book Fair in school, I would always deliberately seek out books that had some sort of like bracelet or necklace or some kind of other prize with it. Like I would deliberately seek out the books just for the random jewelry. And then maybe I'd read the book. I'll watch Magic Bus in school. I love Magic School Bus. Me, I love the Magic School Bus. Their episode was going batty. I remember when YouTube came out and when Netflix was released. I'm back. Welcome back. You used to watch Zoella and Alfie did. Me too, said it. Me too. Me too. I'm glad y'all remember that, by the way. It's not just me remembering the app looking like that. YouTube in general has evolved and changed quite a bit over the years. I love the spy books. I also, aside from the books that are whatever it was that came with some random trinket or jewelry, I love those, but I also love the highlighters that were scented. Like the ones where it was like, it'd be like a circle and it would have 3 highlighters attached to it. And it'd be, I feel like it'd usually be like one pink one, one yellow one, and then one either green or blue one. And they would all smell like something. Wait, speaking of that, you know what this conversation reminds me of? Do you guys remember Smensels? Those scented pencils? Those were so iconic. I kind of want one now just for my desk. I want a Smensel. I worked at my kid's school, got first dibs on Scholastic Book Fair stuff. I bet that was nice. I bet that must have been really nice, actually. It's changed a lot since 2008. It really has. Does anyone remember Flash Media Player? Sounds very familiar. So I would say I do, yeah. Gonna pop out for a second. The cat just restarted the router by accident? That's no good. I'm sorry. I got one of those in Book Fair. The highlighter thing? Or what? I love Spy Kids and I wanted the microwave that made McDonald's and so on. I love Spy Kids. My older sister was a teacher at one point. I mean, she does substitute teaching now, but for a long time she did elementary school teaching, and it was the end of the school year. Like, they had nothing else to do that day, so she decided she just wanted to put some movies on for them that were approved from the school, and she made them watch Spy Kids, and they had never seen Spy Kids before, and it was just really cool because it was something that we all grew up on, and then she got to show a whole different generation Spy Kids, and that was just a really cool moment. That, and she showed them Harry Potter. It's easier to make a viral video with the cabinet. It's easier to have your life saved by a dog. Huh? I mean, I feel like a lot of viral videos include both cats and dogs. I've seen plenty of viral videos with both animals. I love Book Fair. It's so exciting when you went to the library when the Book Fair was set up. I also feel like the Scholastic Book Fair had such a specific scent to it that I really can't explain. One of the ends was strawberry, the other was banana, and the third was chocolate or something. Oh, you mean the highlighter was like, what are you talking about? I feel like the ones I had, they were usually pretty fruity scented. Here, hold on. Okay, I was seeing something. Remember slap? I do remember slap bracelets. They had to be banned from my schools really quickly because people were using them to like physically injure each other all the time. Oops, I did not mean to click on that. I was thinking of that Book Fair smell. I feel like it smells. The best thing closest to comparison I can make is when you open a brand new magazine and you just put your nose between the pages as close as you can and just sniff. That's what the Scholastic Book Fair smells like, is a brand new magazine. Also, hello, Faith. We're not gonna take her, but she's beautiful. We love her. That, and there was a point in my elementary school, specifically whenever I was in 5th grade, that they had to ban markers, like washable markers, because people had this weird thing they were doing. They would go around to the backs of each other's necks and draw on them, And so many people were doing it that they had to ban markers for a while. Which is honestly kind of embarrassing for my school, but it's okay. Those were something I used to, well, sometimes they hurt the bracelet. You're good, I knew what you meant that time. But yeah, they were fun and I liked using them. They were satisfying, but people would like full on like injure each other constantly at school with them, so we couldn't have those either. That and then silly bands were also banned. Do you guys remember silly bands? Did you have them? We definitely did. Today's stream has been a roller coaster in so many ways. Right now, this conversation is making me feel so nostalgic. And like literally, by the way, you know how I was looking up Pajama Sam because we were talking about nostalgic games? I was trying to get the title of the specific one that I was thinking of, right? And the result that popped up with the title showed me that apparently Pajama Sam is on Steam, and now adult me is wanting to buy it just so I can relive my childhood through it. Somebody's gotta stop me. It's $7 on Steam. Somebody tell me not to, because I kind of want to. I remember when I was obsessed with J14 and M magazines when I was a teenager. I would always buy the magazines that had One Direction on them because yes, I was a huge One Direction stan. But honestly, if they were to ever announce a reunion, you bet I'm gonna be all over that. I loved One Direction when I was younger. My knee is itchy. There. Papa Saves Zoos on Switch. I was very tempted. Do it. I'm old. Just me. Do it. I'm tempted. I mean, it's $7. I could do it. I have so many memories of being on my old laptop as a kid, and I would play Pajama Sam on there and eat popcorn. You know, sometimes I wish I could go back to those days of just chillaxing with Pajama Sam. Sounds pretty good to me. That was me, but with Backstreet Boys. It makes me so sad to know that there's youngins that are growing up without NSYNC or Backstreet Boys, because those were iconic. Whatever, that would make me feel old. It's 20. No, not at all. Not at all. We're all just collectively feeling nostalgic about things right now. Excuse me. Excuse me. Just trying to fix my hair. Guys, also have those things at your school where if you got enough money, you got different prizes and stuff. Do you mean like little treasure boxes in the class? Because we would have fake treasure boxes, and depending on the class and what year you're in, you could like trade in some sort of something you earned in the class for a prize at the treasure box. That, and then if you were in school, whenever you lost a tooth, you got to have either a little plastic tooth to put the tooth in, or a plastic treasure chest that you put like a little string on, and then you wear as a necklace. Feel Minecraft is my nostalgia. I didn't play Minecraft as a kid, and I wish that I did, because I feel like a lot of you guys did. I feel like I missed out on something. Do you consider the Yardbirds old? I don't think I know what that is. I'm looking it up. I don't think I know them, actually. I wrote me thought I was going to marry a Backstreet Boy or someone from NSYNC. I always think, like, I always joke to myself that I manifested Ben. If anybody's watching this, you don't know who he is, that's my boyfriend. But I always joke that I manifested him because I met him, context if you didn't know, I met him in 8th grade, and I had a journal at the time. And I remember one morning I was in my math class and I wrote a page about like how my day was going and everything, how my life was. And then at the end of the page, I mentioned that I liked him and I had a crush on him. And then my cousin always texted me, and then my cousin would be like, oh, like, who do you think you're gonna marry when you're older? Who do you think you're gonna date? And be like, oh, I think it's gonna be Ben. And then here we are now. That is not an engagement announcement, just to clarify. I just mean like, I feel like I manifested him. I was doing Spice Girls. I didn't even think of romance until I was in 7th grade. I feel like a lot of people were in relationships very early on in life when I was in school. Doing a page before Led Zeppelin. You mean Led Zeppelin, right? Is that what that means? Do it. But the pajama same thing. I'm tempted. I shouldn't because I need to save money, but I'm tempted. I'm trying to think of a build idea for my island. I've got nothing. You could make a sunken in build of some sort. Like you could terraform to whatever build you do is sunken in. I feel like that by default makes something really pretty and really unique. Yep, I had a crush on my childhood best friend. The only truth or dare question was, who's your crush? I had a lot of that too. I feel like a lot of people would ask that. Yeah. I don't know who here believes or doesn't believe in manifesting. That's totally up to you. I will not judge. But I do joke a lot to myself that I feel like I manifested him. Just clarifying, old. Now, I feel like, even if you guys don't listen, I feel like everybody here should know the Beatles. We're gonna have some problems if you don't know the Beatles. I believe in manifesting. I started saying I was super lucky and I got luckier and luckier with each day. I feel like that's in a way like the law of attraction. Or actually, I might be mixing it up with something else. Either that's the law of attraction or the law of assumption. Right now, my crush is my celebrity crush, Lurk A from... you were talking about that earlier, and I still don't know how to pronounce it. I had a crush on this girl in grade school. I didn't know it was like I wanted her to be my friend. This was long before I knew I was bi, but whenever I was in elementary school and looking back, I feel like this was a surefire sign. So this was in 5th grade. I'm not gonna say the name of the person, of course, but I remember having this mentality of like, oh, I'm gonna choose who I have a crush on, and then I chose this girl in my class. Did anybody else do stuff like that? I did. I'm gonna make everyone feel old. The Lizzie McGuire movie just turned 20 this year? I need a moment. Hold on. I just need a moment. Why you gotta do that to me, son of? That makes me feel, that genuinely did make me feel old for a moment. I know I'm not, but it made me feel that way for just a second. I needed a moment to collect myself. Sorry. You can even stream Pajama Sam if you wanted. The way that would get attacked by Kappa so fast. Hope you get closer to them. Is that for me or for somebody else in the chat? So I always get confused by things. Always. Oh wait, I thought of another thing I want to see if you guys know what it is. Who here knows what Gumby is? I loved watching Gumby when I was younger. Hold on. Oh, it's just Rod. I was like, is this a new villager? Because I didn't recognize Rod by the hat. Normally Rod looks different, but he has a different hat on because it's raining. And I didn't recognize it. I was like, oh my gosh, is there like a secret new villager? I was about to be so excited. We're not taking him. I just was really confused. Remember when that came out? I hope so. I remember that. I loved Gumby. I love, what was it? I think it was called Fraggle Rock. I'm looking it up. Yeah, I liked Fraggle Rock. I liked Gumby. I liked a lot of that stuff. Oh, and I loved specifically the Little Mermaid sequel that had Ariel's daughter. I loved that one. I loved the SpongeBob movie too. Remember the Saddle Club? I don't think I do. I told my friend that I didn't have a crush, and now years later I am Arrow Ace, and there's nothing wrong with that. You are loved and accepted here. Did you play Rita Rabbit too? Maybe. I feel like I've heard of that, but I'm not sure if I played it when I was younger at all. I grew up with Big Comfy Couch too. That and then We Sing in Sillyville. I like that too. And there was some other kind of movie. It was like about a grandfather and, oops, I clicked the wrong button. It was about a grandfather and his magical house and all these musical things that he had in it. Something about that, something along those lines. Oh, so they ran out of milk mouse. Okay, I have more in my house, don't worry. But I didn't realize that I was out of them in my pockets. I was confused. Okay, let's go get some more. You know how there was Nick at Night, and I remember when the Brady Bunch was on, I didn't want to miss it because I thought it was new. I still remember whenever you watch TVs, because like you'd have to wait for the different episodes, and you'd have to like make sure that you watched it while it was live when it came on at the time that it did, otherwise you would miss it. I remember you had to time your bathroom break so well and be so fast, otherwise you were gonna miss a bunch of your show. Like you specifically had to hold it in until there was a commercial and then just go as fast as you could. A lot of games were blocked on my school. I wasn't able to play a lot of games. I mean, to be fair, I feel like they do that kind of stuff for a reason to make sure that you're not getting too off topic or distracted or anything. I love big comfy couch and bananas and pajamas. I thought it was a fever dream. I feel like the bananas and pajamas sounds familiar, but I'm not quite sure what it is. But like, I swear I've heard of it. And I also watched a lot of Dora when I was younger. There was that too. Yes, Lolly treasure hunt while I was just about to do your yard. Wait, were you villager hunting for her and you found her? Is that what you're saying? Or wait, actually, never mind. I've confused myself unnecessarily. Speaking of Dora, have you seen Creepy Dora? It's crazy. No, I have not, but frankly, I don't know if I want to. I'd thought about my gay awakening, like I loved the show Ghost Whisperer for the plot, and I was like, well, I had a crush on Jennifer Love Hewitt. I feel like a lot of people that are in the LGBTQIA+ community, there were probably signs of them being in the community when they were younger. They didn't realize that those were signs. Like, I definitely did, for sure. I loved Hey Arnold. I'm trying to think of any other shows and games and stuff that I watched to see if you guys watched them too. But I feel like I'm having a hard time thinking of any. Oh, I know one. So it's really specific. There's a Bratz movie that I watched as a kid that was called Bratz Babies, and it was like them being babies and toddlers and exploring the world by themselves, like in this mall or something. And then somebody like took their puppy or whatever, so they had to go on this quest to go and get their puppy back. I don't know, it was kind of weird, but I remember really liking it. Oh, I keep clicking the wrong buttons. I'll tell you what I mean in a sec. No worries, take your time. I'm outside with the dogs and they're trimming the bushes. The dogs are trimming the bushes? That's some talent right there. The nice part about watching kids' films as adults is to make adult jokes. I feel like they did that a lot with our childhood cartoons, and obviously because we were kids, it went over our heads and we didn't realize it. But being an adult, I'll watch something back and be like, pardon? When I hear or see a certain thing. I love Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I have actually never seen it, but I've been told that people think I would like it. Yes, I woke up and grab a hunk off. Are your dogs for real trimming the bushes, or are you messing with me? Because the way that was read made it sound like they were the ones trimming the bushes, so I was like, that's some talent right there. I was to decorate Lolly's front yard, and she asked if I wanted to do a treasure hunt right before I was going to place my storage shed. Did you do the treasure hunt? Kind of unrelated, but I just remembered something, and I'm mad that they didn't extend this and like bring it to New Horizons too. So this was in New Leaf, but basically sometimes randomly your villager would have like a little exclamation point above their head to signify that it's something to tell you. So then you would talk to them and they would ask you if you wanted to play hide and seek. So then they would find, if you said yes, they'd find the nearest two villagers, and then the three of them would hide in random spots on your town, and you had 10 minutes to go and find them. And then if you won, they would give you a prize. That was so adorable. Why did they get rid of that? I must have grown up with Barney at some point in our lives. I definitely did. I had a raincoat that had Barney all over it. I was thinking that the other day. It's on Hulu. Yes, they are. In my head, I'm just picturing them walking on their hind legs, with some trimmers and just trimming the bushes for you. I know that's not what's happening, but that's what I picture in my head. And so about the world, guys, I own Earth now. You heard it here, folks. Redbird owns the Earth. Really burns Barney into the fire. Weirdly, I feel like, at least my generation specifically had, and my school, I don't know, like claim it for a bunch of you, but like a bunch of people that were my age at my school had this weird obsession with singing parody songs to the Barney song about horrible graphic things happened to Barney, and it was really strange. Like, y'all remember, did y'all do that, or did you hear anybody say it? Barney conspiracy theories are crazy. I'm kind of scared to look into them, and I don't think I want to now. The one dog has a giant stick now. You gotta throw it for him, or take a picture or something. Our islands are big enough for hide and seek. They are, and I wish they would bring back little details like that, like, excuse me. Small, wholesome details of that sort make it so much more enjoyable. Excuse me. I hereby declare as owner of Earth, we are all nice to each other, and it is law now, so if you go, you'll go to jail for me. Thank you. That's a law that I think I can go by. Do it. Wait, what are you doing? What are we doing? Owning Earth? I'm gonna treasure hunt, that's a cute touch. That, and then like the hide and seek thing would be such fun little details. And speaking of this, I want to talk about something. So do you guys remember a while back whenever Nintendo announced the 2.0 update and they were showcasing that we could go to the Cabin Islands again, right? I was so hyped for that, but as soon as I saw that whenever you go to you go on the trip in his boat, as soon as I saw that it wasn't Tortimer Island with the minigames, I was so disappointed. Like, I don't think I really said anything, but I was really disappointed about that. I'm not gonna lie. Because I thought whenever they brought that back, it was like, oh, okay, we get to go to Tortimer Island and play minigames. And then when it were just the random mystery islands, I was kind of let down. Like, it feels like a downgrade from Tortimer Island. Because not only could you go there and you could tan, you could just take fun pictures, you could go swimming in the water, you could go fishing, you could play minigames, you could hang out with people with online mode. It was so nice. And I feel like having it as what we have now in New Horizons is just such a downgrade. Maybe that's an unpopular opinion or something, but that's definitely how I feel about it. Let me get some water. It was wrong with Star Fragment Island. No good thing wrong with it. I just still feel like it was a downgrade. It was quite the downgrade, but the Cabin Islands are still a little fun. I mean, they can be, but I just feel like it feels a lot more bland content-wise compared to what we used to have. If you play Pocket Camp, the villagers ask you to make a certain furniture to place on the island. I want that in ACNH. Me too. Me too. Is that Hamlet? Wait, is that Hamlet? Hold on. You know who loves Hamlet? Is Canada Crossing. He loves Hamlet so much. His favorite villager is Hamlet. He loves Hamlet so much. They're besties. I've never gone to Star Fragment Island. I never have either, but to be fair, I also never really go to the Mystery Islands. I just feel like there's not much to do there. Shakespeare loves Hamlet too? Stop, I see what you did. There is just less than, okay, maybe I'm being picky, I don't know, but I'm not gonna apologize for it, because I just feel like there used to be so much more to do on the islands, and now there's next to nothing. I'm not saying nothing entirely, but like next to nothing, like there's almost nothing to do. No, you're good. I thought it was funny, Breadbird. I see what you did. Why does Hamlet remind me of young Justin Bieber? The way that I feel like that kind of makes sense. I see it. I do. I'm like that with other builders too. Like I'm like, oh, Bree looks like Caroline from Stardew Valley, and Pom Pom looks like Debbie Ryan. It's so convenient for Celeste DIYs and combine that you get Zodiac Star fragments that are off-season. I feel like maybe the reason I see it as being so bland, like already being what I said, of course, I see it as a downgrade compared to what we used to have with the old Mystery Island, or not Mystery Islands, but with the old Tortimer Island thing. Aside from that logic that I've already explained, I feel like another reason I don't see it as very interesting or fun is because I get all of that same stuff from Treasure Island, so I don't see a need to really go there. I love Graham. The name Graham obviously reminds me of graham crackers, but also reminds me of Graham Colton Band. They have two songs specifically that are very nostalgic from my childhood because they were just played a lot around me. They're two songs, one being called Cigarette, and the other one was called Don't Give Up on Me. Those two songs are so good. If you don't have friends, it is highly convenient. IRL, my friend circle is very tiny, but online I consider all of you my friends. Wish we'd have people come to our island and help us terraform. That would be so nice. And of course, like if they did that, you would definitely have to have some kind of ability where you could assign people, like who has the rights and perms to do it and who doesn't. So that way you don't have, like, imagine if you open up your island to a bunch of people in the community and then somebody decided to troll and then they like flatten your island against your will or something. That'd be so horrible. Maybe that's why they haven't done that kind of thing. Because I bet you that would make a lot of people upset. Someone tell me I've been getting so many Grubhub ads lately, like I for real need to save, stop tempting me. The universe is just testing you. It's to see if you can save money. Not everybody is fortunate enough to have friends that play Animal Crossing. I don't really know people IRL that play Animal Crossing. When I say Treasure Island, I mean I just go to one that's like, it's technically a hacked island that has all the items on there, so I just grab that. The one that I go to is made by a streamer friend of mine. However, there are a ton, and I mean a ton of free ones to go to on Twitch. But now all you need is Nintendo Online, and that's it, to go and get the stuff. Will be only open to best friend. True. To terraform, you would definitely have to be on somebody's best friend list. Or have some kind of like designated consent from the owner in some way. But did you say friend? Does that mean to me others are officially? But yeah, you are. We're all friends here. I prefer to call you guys friends rather than fans. I feel like calling you fans just like makes me cringe. Like I see you guys more just like a massive online friend group. Hold on a second. Okay. I was trying to see if Kata saw the tweet. I want to see if she saw it. About earlier with Hazel. That was funny. I'm totally one of those people. I'm sorry. Ben used to play Animal Crossing, but now he never plays it with me. Hello, Lolly! Hello! We're not going to take her because I don't need her, but she is absolutely adorable, and she looks like my cat, Luna, and you can't tell me otherwise. One sec. Okay, never mind. I guess she's back now. I was trying to check in with my mom because she was texting me earlier. That, and then earlier I had a text go through, because I have my phone on work mode whenever I stream. I had a text go through that was like, your credit score changed. I was like, oh my gosh, what? It startled me. Texts like that always scare me and catch me off guard. Here, you can add me if you want. I play ACNH. Oh my gosh, will I ever do an all-one species island? Probably. I don't know if it would be cats or dogs, though. I can post my friend code in chat. Oh yeah, there is a friend code channel on Discord, but if you have not joined Discord server, you are more than welcome to it if you don't want to, or if you don't have Discord, then you could put it in the chat, but like preferably I'd want it in the Discord server, but like if you can't or like don't have a Discord account or something, then put it in the chat, but preferably there. I feel we're calling Lexi a friend. It feels like a parasocial thing or like a one-sided friendship. Yeah, we do have a Discord server. It's linked in the description, but there's also a command for it if that's easier. We were just talking about Coach. This is Coach, right? Right? Lexi's my friend. You are. We are all friends here. And friends like the stream. I'm kidding. That's just me trying to be low-key to try and up the likes. In my head, that was funnier. So pretend I didn't say that. Coach, yes, all the mods are my friends. For some reason, my brain wanted to read mods as moms. And that reminded me, I have this weird habit. Like, let's say, like, at any time growing up, if I was to go to a friend's house for, like, a birthday party or something, I would go there. And for some reason, I have this weird thing where I always go and have a little chit chat with the parents, specifically the mom, for a little while, and I'll just have a whole conversation with their mom, and then I'll go and hang out, and then I'll go back inside periodically just to talk to their mom. I don't know why I do that, but I still do it to this day. Mainly when I was a kid, but I still do it now. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, is this, do you think that's something Ash would say? We're all friends. It is, of course. If you like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Redbird's got a point. I do have to sort of have to get my lazy butt up and walk like 2 steps to my laptop and log on to Discord. There's an app for it too for your phone if that's easier. Moms appreciate that. It's a habit that I swear I've always had. I mean, I don't go to as many like birthday party type things anymore, but like whenever I do, I just gotta have a little chit chat with the parents. Just periodically. Like there's this friend a few years ago, I went to their Halloween party and I kept going inside just to talk to their mom. I don't want to leave the stream. Wait, do you have YouTube updated? Because YouTube made an update a little while ago where you could minimize the screen and still watch whatever you're watching and put it in the corner, kind of like how Twitch has it. The sneaky kids won't do it ever. Well, I always do it. I always go and talk to the parents. I need to remember to get Discord one day, but I'm too lazy for that right now. Valid. Oh, absolutely. If you want to, you can totally do it after the stream. I was always more interested in the adults than my friends. I don't know if I necessarily felt the same way, but like I just always made sure to have conversations with the parents. It was something I just always did. And there's songs after this on this playlist, so I'm worried that it's getting towards the end. Is it? Let me see. Oh no, we're good. There's plenty of songs left. We're completely good. We're fine. Do you guys remember, if you were here for my Coraline Island, it took me forever to get Kiki. Like, that was a nightmare trying to get her. I think I remember, it got to a point where I think I had to have Shiver help me get her, because I just couldn't find her on an island on my own. That was me cracking my neck up. I don't know if the mic picked it up. That was me trying to pop my neck. We haven't really seen anybody else on the list, unfortunately, but at least we saw Murphy earlier. That was nice. I got Kyle on my first Nook Mouse ticket. That was Halloween of last year. I have a question for you guys. Whenever you make an Animal Crossing island, whether you've made several in your life or if you've only made like one or a couple or whatever it is, whatever amount that you've made, whenever you make a brand new island, what's the most important to you? Airport colors, starters, fruit, just the map in general? Like, what detail is most important to you? And now that I think about it, I feel like that'd make a great poll. So now I'm gonna make it a poll. Almost done. There we go. Now it's a poll. There we go. Plot twist, flowers. Oh yeah, well the flowers I feel like you don't really see until you can get farther back in your island, so I feel like they can't really be an option on there. Fruit and map, Molly, inland waters, starters map mainly. The best way that I figured to type it, I mean I hope this is okay, the way that I typed out the options. I put fruit, starter villagers, airport color, and then just the map itself. I feel like the least of my concern is always the starter villagers. Yeah, it can kind of suck a bit, like if you get villagers that you really just don't vibe with. But like they'll leave eventually, so I feel like it's the least of my concerns. I mean, it's always nice to get ones that you do like, but like if they end up being ones that I don't like, it's not that big of a deal to me. You should care about map and airport color the most. The villagers I care about the least. And I've noticed, I feel like whenever I reset, I tend to care a lot more about the airport color than I would want to admit. I mean, the native fruit, I tend to be kind of picky about too. Most islands, I'm like, hey, I would ideally like this one, but this other one is okay too, so then it's not as big of a deal. The only one that I was really particularly strict about was whenever I made this island because I needed pears for it. But otherwise, I feel like I have some like leniency and wiggle room with the fruit, so I feel like the airport color is what matters to me most. Given I can be picky about the map too, but the only detail that I'm really terribly picky about is the distance of resident services in the airport. There's other things I could be picky about too, but that's usually the only thing that I'll care about with it. So yeah, I feel like my answer would be the airport color. Does the airport color really matter? It does to me. Usually. My favorite one though is the green airports, and I like the yellow ones too. I feel like I've had green and yellow the most. Maybe green a little bit more than yellow. I feel like a lot of time with my islands too, even though like I'll want certain colors, I'll end up being willing to be lenient, with the exception of the orange airport. Because a lot of time I will avoid the orange airport like it's the literal plague. And I feel like it's gotta be like the most hated airport color. Like I feel like most of us tend to say that it's either just not one that we like or it's our least favorite. With that being said, I feel like the blue airports are the most popular. Matters if you have a theme in mind, very true. Majority of my islands have been themed in some way. I mean, there's been a few that didn't have themes, like they were normcore ones that didn't have a specific theme, but most of them have had them, and it's helpful to have airport colors that match the theme. Love the airport, but orange is just, I mean, orange itself is a nice color. I want to clarify that. I just don't like the shade of orange they chose for the airport. Like it's like a darker orange that I don't really like. Forgot to click map, typing ASMR. Wait, Megs, are you behind on stream? Because I typed the poll a little bit ago. I didn't know if maybe you were behind on stream or not. Check to make sure that you're on the live part of it. My first island had a weird distance from resident services to the orange airport, so I always remember that every new island I make, I keep those in mind. Epic learning from mistakes. I saw the word epic before I finished reading that, and for some reason, like, I've read things all kinds of weird ways today, but this time around, my brain moved the word epic next to like new islands, so I almost said, remember that every new epic island I make, and I'm like, yeah, that's the attitude to have, because like, we all should love and appreciate our islands. a second. Is it solar? Oh, there it is. Okay. I was looking for the tweet I sent out earlier. I couldn't find it at first. I don't know how to pronounce your username, but welcome in. Just got here. Well, hello. Welcome in. We saw Murphy earlier. I needed him, so we took him, and then we kicked out Teddy, and now we're hunting again. Still haven't found a second villager though, but it still feel like it's successful because we found Murphy earlier. I have an orange airport. It's not terrible. I don't say I like the airport color I have. I liked having it whenever I had my fall island, Saffron Island last year. It was good for that, but otherwise, I generally don't like it. Smug Dance. I shed a single tear every time you mentioned his name, Teddy. Listen, he's not a bad villager in my opinion. I just need him for this island. I was checking something. I didn't know I could do this, but if I click a certain button, there's a tab that says participants. And I think it just shows me whoever is most active in chat. Not necessarily everybody who's watching, but like the people that are actively chatting as of recently. That's cool. Teddy, no. You have to make up for the Teddy fans, Lexi? In what way? Like, what would I need to do? Parting is such sad. It is, but sometimes it needs to happen. I was trying to see if my mom got back to me again. And I realized that my phone was on 7%! Rip. They said that in Romeo and Juliet, by the way. I am unsure that is for Teddy fans to decide. I suppose so. I couldn't see what it was first. I just saw the pink and I thought maybe it was apple or something. Kind of random, but hear me out here. I feel like it would feel really good if you could take your spine out of your back and run it under some cold water. I feel like that'd be really refreshing. Which airports were muted colors? I don't think so. I also found this live stream just now subscribed. Thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the community. The little tab under recent subscriber was taken off for the time being because people were being stinky earlier and making their usernames gross things. So just a bit of a troll situation, essentially. So we took that off for safety. But thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. I wish I could take my spine out of my back. It's a weird sentence. I mean, hear me out. If you were to take it out of your back and run it under cold water, I feel like it would feel good. It's like, would it not? I feel like that'd be relieving. Yeah, I just wanted to let you know, because if you're trying to see if your name would pop up, I was saying that was why. Let me just dislocate my spine, run into some water, and yeah, boom, with respect. But like, if there's a way to safely do that somehow, I definitely would. I just feel like that'd be so refreshing. It would just be so nice. I would love that. But being stinky is so smelly. It really is. It also just costs you nothing to be polite. So remember, friends, kindness is free and being rude is very expensive. So choose the affordable option and be nice to people. That's what I think. If you have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. Precisely. I know that's like an old saying, but it still is very true and always will be. I agree. And I made it a lot earlier after I acquired the earth. Exactly. By the way, I want to update you guys on the poll. So it says that the map itself is winning most. Airport color surprisingly has no votes, and then starter villagers and fruit are tied at 22%. You can get your grubby money by being kind to others. It's not hard to do so. Wait, are you saying that to me? Did I say something mean unknowingly? Did I say something mean? Did I? I'm concerned. Honestly, think for people that are having a bad time. It costs a lot of pain and self-doubt to bully, yet it costs just a single thought in your mind to be nice. Thank you. And I agree with you. Also, I'm sorry to keep getting confused a bunch here. I am confused by almost anything. So thank you for your patience in chat. By the way, thank you everybody for your patience in chat. I'm very easily confused by things. Just know that you can do anything. You are amazing and kind, and thank you for the good energy. I'm loving all the good vibes we have in chat, by the way. Let's keep it up. Let's keep the good vibes going. Good vibes and hearts for everybody. Because we gotta spread the good vibes and the good energies. Also, thank you for clarifying, Kira. I misinterpreted that really badly, and I was like, wait, did I say something? Like, I was super scared for a second that I said something mean or, like, bad in some way, and I didn't realize that what I said was mean. So, thank you for saying that and just saying no. I appreciate that, because I was really worried that I said something. No, Kira was agreeing with you. I just misinterpreted for a second. I was like, oh my gosh, did I say something? No. FK for a second. No worries. Also, there's a lurk command for that if you want to lurk. I think we've seen Naomi like twice now, but it's okay because she's a queen. That sounds good. You know what else sounds good, but like food-wise, really specific, but chicken Alfredo sounds really good. I want some. Chicken Alfredo and some lemonade would be scrumdiddlyumptious. Naomi lovers rise up, and then it's just you and me rising up. Well, Libra would too if he was here, but he's not here. I know he loves Naomi. I would immediately extinguish that campfire. Yes, chicken Alfredo. Wait, did I make you crave chicken Alfredo? That's a question for both Breadbird and Kira. I love shrimp Alfredo. Why? I would love chicken Alfredo, but I could not eat the shrimp Alfredo because I'm allergic to the shrimp. Because apparently you could inherit allergies from certain family members. I inherited my shellfish allergy from my grandpa. So thank you for that, Grandpa. Yes, you did. Yes. I'm sorry. Speaking of, what's everybody been craving today? If you've craved anything at all today, or if you're craving something right now, let me know what your craving is. Right now, I would love chicken Alfredo and some lemonade. Oh, and that was like a little bit of salad too on the side would be even better. Welcome back. I've been a lot of repeat builders on my hunts lately. By the way, new friend in the chat with the orange icon. I don't know how to pronounce your username. I know you've been here for a little bit now, but this is the first time that I've seen you and I don't know how to pronounce your username. So if you could please help me out here and let me know, or give me maybe like a nickname that I can call you, let me know, please, so I can so I'm like properly able to address you in the chat. Currently craving ice cream with some nice chewy brownies. Do you guys like your brownies like chewier or like fudgy, or like what kind of texture? I want this specific salad from Panera. I would also love a specific salad, but it's not from Panera, it's from Salata. Fish, shrimp Alfredo, lemonade sounds so good too. Else, give me a second. Mint lemonade. I've never tried mint lemonade. Is it good? My craving is ice cream too. What kind of ice cream? I like them soft, like when they just come out of the oven. I've talked about it before, but there's this one time when we made homemade brownies. It was so good. So if you like peanut butter and chocolate, like that flavor combo, you should try this. Whenever you put the brownie batter into the container, like when it's still like super liquidy, get some peanut butter and melt it down to where it's more runny, and then drizzle it on the top of the brownie mixture and then put it in the oven to bake. It is so good. That way you get peanut butter, chocolatey brownies, and it's scrumptious. So if you love that flavor combo, you'd probably like that too. I've done the recipe. I love chewy chocolate chip brownies. You know this type of like, I think, you know those like, what they're called blondies? It's like a different type of brownie. Those I don't like. I do like lemon squares though. Lemon squares are good too. My craving is a Subway meatball sub. I was craving Subway earlier. Come on, I'm getting hungry. Just DoorDash something. You should get yourself a little treat. I wanted to make brownies, but we didn't have eggs. I think this don't quote me on this, I could be very wrong, but I think you can replace, in some recipes, you can replace the eggs with applesauce to make it vegan. But I don't know if that alters the taste or not. My dad made these really good brownies once and they were so scrummy, yummy, yummy. That's one of my new favorite words now. I always say scrumdiddlyumptious, but now I like that word too. But I had McDonald's earlier. Treat yourself again. Gotta do it. I gotta save money. Me too. Adulting sucks. It really does. I just feel like it's gotta make it taste slightly like applesauce. So I don't know if I would ever do that, but apparently it works. That vegan teacher would not approve of some of the chat. It's okay. She doesn't have to know. I want cheesecake. Isn't it, out of Mod Squad, isn't it Sophia that doesn't like cheesecake? She's scary man, scary with 17 vowels. Screw the vegan teacher, let me have my meat. My personal opinion on the whole thing is I don't think anybody should be sticking their nose in anybody else's business regarding what they're eating. I'm so sorry that I stuttered so much. I feel like people should just mind their business in regards to people's diets. Like, what you're eating is none of my business, and what I'm eating is none of your business. Like, as long as we're all feeding ourselves and making sure that we get food in our bodies, then who cares? Like, please just feed yourself. It's none of my business what you choose to eat and what you choose to not eat. Just feed yourself, please. Oh, again, Lexi, the cat restarted the router multiple times. This was Willow and Snowy's fault. Snowy helped Willow get to the router restart button. Welcome back, Callie. Seems like you've had a very chaotic evening. I'm sure it's so true. Tell that to my friend. I just feel like I was about to restate the whole thing, but you get my point. Just really emphasizing what I'm saying about it. It shouldn't matter what each person is eating. Like, as long as we're feeding ourselves, then that's what matters. You know? Sophie doesn't like chocolate, I know that. And you guys like the flavor combo of peanut butter and chocolate? I do. I also like the flavor combo of chocolate and mint, but I feel like a lot of people don't like that. She doesn't like chocolate, the best thing in the world. I mean, there's lots of, I feel like there's a lot of popular things I don't like. So that's my family. Even with their amazing caring intentions, they want me to have a better diet. I feel like as long as like you're not genuinely having a bunch of health problems, then they just, you know, mind their business, you know? Especially because like you are an adult, you can take care of that on your own. Like, it's not like you're still a minor and like needing to be monitored or something. Like you're a whole adult. Like you can control your own diet. It's okay. Fun fact, that vegan teacher would approve one thing about me. I drink almond milk because regular milk doesn't make me feel good. I love almond milk. She's not a fan of most chocolates. So if you don't know how to say my name on YouTube, you can just call me Charlie. Also, okay, gotcha. I do not know how to say it, but so as long as you're okay with it, you're fine, you consent to it, then I'll call you that. I just want to make sure I'm not crossing a boundary or anything. I'm healthy and active. I just feel like even then, if you weren't, your diet still wouldn't necessarily be your family's business either. It's all good. I kind of do like peanut butter and chocolate. Do you guys like mint and chocolate together? I'm trying to see how long I've been live for. Okay. I think I'll probably go to 2 more islands. I love mint chocolate chip. Mint chocolate chip ice cream is Saturn's favorite. I love mint chocolate chip ice cream. Just today I went out of the house to get some McDonald's. It was a nice breeze of fresh air. I like getting out of the house from time to time. Do you guys know how McDonald's has the McFlurries? Apparently some parts of the world have Rolo McFlurries, and that sounds so good. I want some. For me, I don't like mint. I feel like a lot of people don't like mint, but at the same time, an almost equal amount of people do like mint. There's apparently peanut butter chips, and I want some right now, but my uncle's the only one with them. Did you just astral project over there to go get some? I may be alone on this, but mint tastes awful in my opinion. I love mint. With that being said, spearmint is disgusting. Spearmint specifically is unacceptable. I live 3 to 4 hours away from him. Just astral project over there. You can just go grab some and then astral project back home. I love mint chocolate chip cookies. That I haven't tried. I mean, I've tried Girl Scout thin mint cookies, but like that's not really the same thing as what you're saying. It's kind of similar, but not really. That and I also love homemade peanut butter cookies. Those are so good. Fun fact, you know the brand of peanut butter Jif? If you look on the back of that jar, it gives you a free recipe for peanut butter cookies. I've made them several times and they're really, really, really good. Flavor of spearmint stabs your tongue, that's why it's so spicy. I mean, I'd have to agree though, I don't like spearmint. I don't like flavor, but I also heavily associate it with somebody that I am not on good terms with. I really am sorry I had to say that meme. Wait, what meme? Rip, that's rough, buddy. No, you're good, it's okay. I love after 8 chocolate. I don't know what that is. Is it like a brand or something? I'm decorating my own while I watch this. Hello, welcome to the stream. What kind of theme do you have? Or lack thereof, because not having a theme is totally valid too. Let me look up a very funny joke real quick. You're good. I do miss you though, this is going to be the last island that I visit today. Or that I go to for the villager hunt, that is. Welcome to the chat. I mean, party. I mean, it's both technically. I don't know if y'all heard that, but I just got like a Windows notice on my computer. Did y'all hear that? Sending last island magic. Thank you. I haven't seen the villager yet, but we're gonna slowly approach them. Slowly. I get up here and then there's nobody right there. So we did not find a second villager to take home, but we did find Murphy earlier, so I still say it was a successful hunt. Oh, you mean chaos. Okay, gotcha. Come on, please, dang it. It's okay though, because we found Murphy earlier. Why was Cinderella so bad at soccer? Because she ran away from the ball. I know that joke. Oh, Kyle and Raymond are friendly on my island. I like to pretend sometimes that my villagers have beef with each other. My character's gonna do a little dancey dance while I find somebody to raid. So just give me a moment while I search for somebody to raid. I won't have the chat pulled up so I can't read any messages or anything. But let me see. Let me see. What's everybody doing right now? Okay, let me just make sure you're not leaving. Just making sure. Okay, I know who we're gonna raid. Let me just get the link because I'm bad at live redirects. They stress me out. They're really hard to set up in my defense. And then I'm waiting for the chat box to appear again. All right, there we go. So we're gonna go ahead and raid Brooke, who's currently also doing a villager hunt. So same thing, villager hunting just like I was. I'm gonna paste that a few times for you guys. That should be sufficient. and then the raid command, of course. And with all of that being said, thank you so much for coming to my stream. Thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing, and if you haven't already, I would really, really appreciate that, and I will see you guys next time for another live stream. Bye, everybody!